Welcome back, everybody. When last we saw the Trollskull Six, they just lost Chandler.
Oh
We
no, Chandler.
Eh, he's
We can
expendable.
continue with the recap. He remembers.
What are you doing over there? He accidentally exited himself.
God damn it, Jim.
All good. When last we saw the Trollskull Six, you had made your way to the free city of Amnoon. You'd explored a little bit and begun your investigation around the figure of Zalambur, a wealthy socialite and casino owner. Bertie discovered that he was none other than Big Jim, a prominent figure from his past. And armed with that knowledge, you all successfully infiltrated his high security vault and robbed it blind. Upon completion of said heist, you were discussing the day's events when a familiar, friendly face, Kanak, sat down to have a chat and let slip that he was, in fact, the giver of your quest, Zardoz Zord. The question, the mystery, remains. Is Zardoz Zord Kanak, or is Kanak Zardoz Zord? The world may never know. But now, you find yourselves enjoying a restful night. You get a long rest, and on the following day, you awaken to the hustle and bustle of a trading city in a foreign land. The stark sunlight illuminating the room from clear skies outside. The sense of coffee and spiced teas and breakfast cooking await you. What would the Trollskull Six like to do in Amnoon today?
We're supposed to go meet those people in the desert. I forget.
You had learned in your research through the city, finding out about current events, that there was a delegation, a party. It didn't really have a term for it, but like a little convoy of interested folks from the temples of Kormir that had recently headed out into the desert to find the ancient temple in the center of the Crystal Desert in the northern reaches, anyhow, in an attempt to sort of reclaim it from the sands and rebuild it and make it a safe haven for travelers and worshippers. That was one potential adventure path, to go seek that out, potentially to use it as a forward base as you search the desert for Kralkatorrik and his minions.
Yeah, because that's directly in the way of Kralkatorrik and his minions. Like, that's the way the storms are sweeping from.
Storms do come from the east, and the temple is to the east.
Yeah, okay. Is there anything else that we needed to do before we move on to Kralkatorrik?
You did get a bunch of fat loot. So
I
if you
did
want to
hear
take
about a
moment
book.
if you want to look at that and see like who's going to attune to what and who's got what. Also, it is the end of a long rest, so if any of you want to change your spells or do anything like that, if you have long rest abilities, please feel free.
Well, unless somebody wants it, and even if somebody wants it, I'll be taking the rifle. Probably most capable hands here.
Try not to shoot your eye out, please.
Yeah, as long as you don't shoot us, I'm fine with it.
Never know.
I trust you. Should be fine.
Well, I trusted you until that statement.
Who knows?
Guys watches Birdie takes a moment to orient himself on this massive, artisanally crafted Asuran Magitech rifle. Sorry, that was a big mouthful of whiskey.
Oh my god.
And yeah, it's got like gold accents and this faintly glowing interior that seems to kind of pulse with magical light. Starts cleaning it, checking it out.
Love it.
There was indeed a very large leather-bound tome locked with iron bands, or at least like fastened to keep it closed. It's not like a key lock or anything.
And did we discover what this book was in the course of our resting and exploring?
Yes, I believe we just kind of said in haste at the end of the last session that Galatar could have taken plenty of time in between his arcane knowledge and Alexa's identified the various pieces of treasure. This is a Grimoire Infinitus Exalted.
I'll take that. I mean, why not? Might as well, I guess.
I'm totally taking the amethyst lodestone.
Yeah, a preserved piece of brand crystal with strange properties. I believe Kala has a short bow crafted by the Order of the Sun Spears. It looks to be quite an antique. There was a Staff of Lightning and Thunder, I believe, that Keytree has?
I think I'm taking it. I'm trying to open Discord so I can see what all we had. I think I was taking that, but is that if I go in
Did I post that? Okay,
I'm pretty sure you put it all in the Discord at one point.
I think I did. It's been a minute.
All right, I'll add it to my inventory after I update my spells, but for whatever reason Discord isn't opening right now.
I actually have what I think is a decent list here. We got 14,000 gold pieces, 11,000 silver pieces, 12 gems at 5. I'll just put it in the fucking. Okay,
I don't think we divvied up the money.
I think the bulk of the loose change and the crates of goods are in the demi-plane. But I assumed that the items of significant importance were kept on your persons.
I'll take the ceremonial Elonian dagger just because it looks fucking dope. Unless Kala, I understand. I know the rules. You gonna get first dibs on sharp things.
No, you can have it.
Okay. I appreciate that. I'm gonna put that in my inventory now.
Oh yeah, there were 2 spell scrolls, one for Alter Self and one for Longstrider.
What does Alter Self do?
It lets you physically change yourself. It's not an illusion.
Wow.
There's also a pouch of crushed processed bloodstone dust, which can be used in lieu of expensive spell components. Each ounce is, I think, got a note. 1 ounce can be used for up to 500 gold pieces worth of components, and you have 15 ounces.
Probably makes the most sense for Keytree and Berkeley.
Yeah,
There's also
I'll
a
take.
potion of supreme healing.
She.
Was a
I wouldn't.
D8?
I wouldn't
Supreme's the
mind a.
big one.
Yeah.
Do you think should that go to Kitri or should that go to Brina since she gets hurt the most?
Give it to Brina.
What's Brina gonna do? Do you think? Now, guys, listen to yourselves.
Bertie, you don't get hit. You run away.
Imagine
She's
we're in
kind of
battle.
floppy. It might not make it in her mouth.
That's what I'm saying.
true.
Is has Brina ever taken a round of combat to say, "Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? Not hit what's right in front of me." Has that ever happened? Would she
That's true.
ever say, "Oh, I'll just drink this, have a little sippy sip"? No.
I mean, I'm
No.
pretty
I
sure she has
already have.
taken a potion in
Mm-mm.
combat before.
I've never seen it.
Well, I do
Pretty
already have
confident.
a potion of healing superior. So I mean, I'm good.
Okay, well then I guess we can give it to Kitri. That makes sense. Okay.
For it
Okay,
tonight.
just, if I have to throw this to somebody in combat, if I can't get to somebody, I mean, I don't have the strongest arm over here, so I don't, if
I have a
it's to
pretty
me to
strong arm.
distribute it to someone else versus me taking it myself.
Well, you've been the potion distributor
Okay,
this whole
well,
campaign.
I
Yeah,
will
I
hold
mean,
on to
Kala
it.
should be the
Hold
one
on
to
to it,
hold
yeah.
on to it. She's the most mobile and often by herself.
Oh yeah, here, Kala, take this.
That is the rare salient thought from our group.
I was just trying to stir the shit more.
Petrie wanders.
It's
Everybody
supreme.
goes, huh?
Yeah. 10d4 plus 20.
Woof.
The oh shit button.
We have so many fucking crazy magical items.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what to attune to.
Right.
Oh. Wait a sec. Uh-huh. I didn't realize that. That's okay. We'll attune to that. To that. To that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize that
choices.
that gun required attunement. I do have a wand of paralysis if anybody's interested in that.
We also have, I have the Justicier's shield.
Oh yeah, that shit's awesome.
Did someone else have that before me? Okay. I'm just now looking back at my inventory and being like, what is this?
I still had it in my inventory, which goes to show.
Oh my god.
Oh, so now I have to, okay.
To be fair, it was at the end. So.
Choo-choo-choo. I have too many good items, you guys.
Oh.
If I want to use the Staff of Thunder and Lightning, I have to attune to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love these decisions.
I feel overpowered as hell. Let's go.
It was genuinely a blessing when you made us lose an item to the dragon.
Yeah.
Because for a moment I just felt like I don't have to make these hard choices.
The burden of choice is gone.
Said very well then.
But Cape of the Dandy is still my ride or die.
Yep.
So let's keep it on, baby. Going
Not
in to
bad
fight the big
for,
dragon. I think
I-
we're gonna need that. Yeah.
I've changed everything out actually. Like since the
Really?
beginning.
that
One
Cape
thing
of the
I've gotten rid of
Dandy.
recently was Belt of Stone Giant Strength, but that is because
Mm.
I am officially as strong as a stone giant, so
Yep.
Holy fuck! God damn.
I don't know if that's actually true, but I'm just very strong.
Close enough.
It's to the point where like you're so muscular, it looks like unnatural. It's
Like
like
bodybuilding.
Yeah, yeah. It's like it looks weak. You know, there's a point where it's like, oh man, they're ripped, and then it's like, oh man, they are
actually
pecs
ripped.
supposed to have pecs?
Yeah.
I would like to
It's like,
clarify
oh.
that bodybuilding is different than powerlifting, so I can be strong
is.
and lean as fuck at the same time. Brina looks the
Like,
best she's ever
you-
looked.
You see Brina, and you go, how did you get like that?
Your V cut has a V cut.
Is that a 32 pack? What is going on here?
Don't be afraid of what you don't understand, baby. Come on,
Oh my god.
come on now.
No, I'm feeling good. I'm ready to kill a dragon.
Oh. I did remember one random thing. If we wanted to go to Augury Rock,
Ooh.
so I could try and contact Glint
Mm.
with other
What do we need to say to
contact other
Glint?
plane. Assume she's
Ooh, fuck.
somewhere.
I think that would be cool.
But I don't remember where that is in relation to our easterly temple.
It's more south. It's kind of on the southern extremity of the Crystal Desert before you run into the Elon River borderlands.
So
How far of a trip
this-
is it to there?
It would be several days.
I mean, for normal people, but for us.
Do we know, is this Krapatoric, or like the dragon we're gonna fight next, undead? Question mark.
The information you got from Tarir was. Let me go back and find the thing.
I'm just making sure I got thinking about my start thinking about my spells now, so I can really wreck shit. When that time comes. Oh, there it is. Disintegrate. Yeah. Dude. Holy fuck.
Kralkatorrik of the Crystalline Scales was the fulcrum between its siblings, whose lordship over magic and the quiet strength of stony earth was to act as a prism for their combined power.
Okay. Okay.
Do we know
Good to
what
know.
kind of damage he does? Have we learned that?
Lightning, right?
Your experience in the brand and with branded creatures was that there is some emphasis on lightning for sure, like magical lightning, as well as like slashing from shards of stuff,
Okay.
crystalline sands and whatnot. No one has seen Kralkatorrik since Destiny's Edge fought him, and I think you asked one of them about that. It might have been Ritlock.
I think it was Birdie that asked too.
Does anyone else want the Justicia's shield? I'm going to stick with my other one because it has a +3 instead of a +2 to armor class. So if anyone wants a +2 to their armor class with a shield, otherwise I can hold on to it. I just am letting you know I'm not going to use it.
Okay. Kind of like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I got my boots. Got my sword. Let's fucking go.
So my new armor, it says I can cast the commune spell.
Yes. Yeah, I think there's a a requisite on there, like you have to meditate or something.
Cast it
Because-
as a ritual.
Okay, just as a ritual then.
So I can talk to the 3 spirits that are in there and ask them questions.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It's the goal of it is like you're reaching out to sort of attenuate to them so that you change what your aura is.
Okay.
If you have something specific you'd like to do, I'm listening.
Well, if everybody wants to go to Augury Rock just to try to talk to Glint, like I can just cast the commune spell and we can ask her 3 questions. But the attunement bonus for Glint is maybe not the best to fight a dragon. It's a boost to initiative.
What do we want to talk to Glint about?
It was to find her palace before Krakatork does. Her hidden
That's right,
grain
the
of
grain of
sand.
sand, yeah.
I feel like she may not know where that is. If she's in the mist, the sand is probably moved.
Also, was there any reason for us to find the grain of sand itself, or was Krakatorix just searching for it because he does not know that Glint is dead?
But there could be something in there that he wants.
I believe from the reports that you guys have asked about and gathered, you know that he is frantically sort of searching the desert for it, but the desert is vast. So that's what he's been doing on the eastern end for a while. And he seems to grow closer in his search pattern. But other than that, I don't think anyone's shared any information with you.
I mean, really, it's just that extra. I mean, truly, we could just go to Kormir's temple.
Yeah, I feel like if we kill him before he finds it, it doesn't really matter what's in there.
Yeah, I would call it. Plus, if we delay it, there's a chance that people that went there from the temple could end up being killed by the light. Grand, so.
I mean, we just want to leave that legacy out there in the desert for just never know what's in it. But that's fine.
I mean, it's a grain of sand in the like. We're not gonna find that, right? Like, I mean, there's playing the
Not with that
lottery
attitude.
odds, and then there's that, right? Which is just like, yeah, there's not that. It's not.
I mean, Alexa, could you wish to know where the grain of sand was?
That could be dangerous. I mean, yes is always the answer. I feel like that falls outside of a spell.
Yeah, big bet.
Yeah. That's not locate object.
That's getting into
No,
the
that
fun
is not.
part of Wish.
Yeah. I don't know how you all have resisted using Wish to that point. I would have burned the like ninth level shit like so many times by now that like there's no chance I'd still have that,
Well,
that capability.
I mean, because the truth is, I do feel pretty comfortable. Okay, see, there's why, because it just takes one and gone.
Yep.
I have an idea of what I want to do for it, but that's in-game shit, so.
Yeah, I feel good. I mean, we just took it to fucking gym, so I'm feeling great about this dragon. Like, let's go. We can do anything. I mean, we were fucking surgical with that shit. I think.
It was one of our better plans.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's like maybe 2 or 3.
Yeah. I mean, I will say, like, we know this dragon's gonna have resistances. Do we have some good? I've got some stuff I can throw to hopefully, like, try and burn through some of those resistances, but keep that in mind for us, the spellcasters and stuff. Also, isn't he like resistant to like most magical effects or something?
I think
feel
there's
like
also
Yes.
the potential he reflects magic as well. Something about his crystalline apparatus. So, might just not be a good match for spellcasters at all.
well, that's why I bring my guns, you know.
So are we just going to go fight Kralkatork now? Are we going to the desert to get the Temple of Kormir people?
I think we should at least go to the Temple of Kormir to make sure they're all right.
Yeah, let's go to the Temple of Kormir. We make sure they're all right. We set up our base of operations. We're moving into the brand. It can be a place to rest, sort of amid all the chaos, and then we can decide what to do from there.
I like it.
I have some tips, tricks.
I went to the desert and all I saw was the Temple of Kormir.
Could be worse.
What do you mean all you saw? That's the best thing to see.
All right. So over a lovely breakfast, you guys are able to make your plans for the day. How do you proceed?
I want to commune with Jallus Ironhammer. Jallus?
Okay, Jealous.
I don't really have any questions to ask him. I just want that bonus.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, there's this brief sort of conversation between you and his ancient spirit, and it's as awkward as it can be between an ancient dwarven king and a Flame Legion char. But you are able, at the end of a short rest in the morning, to attune to that. What's that aura effect?
Advantage on saving throws versus spells and other magical effects. You have to be within
Useful.
30 feet of me, though.
Okay. So how does the Trollskull Six proceed into the desert?
Just start
Probably like a bunch
walking.
of jackasses. We don't give a shit.
We got enough water? Water?
Hmm.
Kala? What's our water number?
Oh, it's still got like.
I've just been like
75
throwing
water.
them out, you know, behind us as we walk, kind of like breadcrumbs.
Trail of water skins.
I have 10, which is 50 pounds of water.
Jesus.
I also have like 3 flasks of holy water.
I have some too. I don't know why anymore.
You guys thought you were going to fight something undead.
And a
pick
potion
them
of
up.
water breathing, which I feel like is going to be super useful right now in the desert.
My ring of swimming clutch right now too.
Marina still has her cloak and the manta ray on. You never know. Piece of crap. She like looking like a fish.
So as you are planning this excursion, I will say it is common knowledge that there is an eastern gate to the city that descends down through a less developed section of town outside the city walls, and then reaches refugee camps, people fleeing from the tyranny of Palawajoko to the south, fleeing from the desert highlands and the desert itself away from the branded have come here and have formed a sort of tent city at the periphery of town. Beyond that, the road kind of would wind its way through some farmlands where crops of wheat and cereals, date and palm trees are raised for the consumption of folks in the town, as well as livestock. And those are at the terminal edge of the crystal desert, the actual piles of sand that eventually sweep up into grand dunes that just stretch off interminably into the distance. Everybody knows where the road is, so it's easy to find. There are stables If you felt so inclined, you could inquire about mounts. I believe you also have the ability to cast Wind Walk, so you could just cloud across the desert if you felt like it. It's up to you guys.
Ooh.
That really dehydrate us.
Magical clouds are probably immune to that.
That sounds pretty good. I personally, as much as I love riding on the back of sweaty animals that stink and shit and smell, and
You really shouldn't say that
flying
about
through this.
Brina when she carries you.
No.
Hey.
But I would prefer flying like a cloud through the sky.
Oh.
I will go ahead and then cast Wind Walk from the necklace of prayer beads.
All right.
Oh yeah.
As we're
You
starting to
all
turn in,
are.
I'll just make my last pleas. Are you sure you don't want to go look for that glass sand? Because, Palalo Jackoff over there could go get it at some point.
No.
We could look for it after, kill the dragon, then find the sand,
I suppose.
then kill Joko.
How the fuck are we gonna find that? Like, what the fuck? No, like, listen
Just
to yourself.
day by
Listen to
day.
yourself, Alexa.
But when you all are prepared, you make your way up to, say, the top of the city wall. There's a space where Captain Rahim and the Cavaliers are happy to let you ascend. Small crowd kind of gathers as word has sort of spread of who you are and what all's going on. And gradually, over a minute, you take your misty forms.
Like,
We technically didn't give Kanak Zardos the painting.
Oh.
I thought you did when he sat with you that night. Or is it? No, it's in the
It's in
We
the
couldn't
demi.
recast the
demi-plane.
demi-plane.
Nah, he that night as you talked about it, he would have just said like, we'll get it when we're back in LA.
Okay.
like,
He knows it's safe. He trusts that no one's gonna get to the demi-plane.
as we're getting ready to turn into mist, it's like at the last second, it's like, should we have let like Keel or Kanak or somebody know that we were leaving and what we're doing? Maybe.
I'll send him a message.
I would say as you're taking your moment to shift into mist forms, it takes about a minute. This small crowd is gathering. You can see them standing in the crowd, sort of arms crossed, talking to each other. And yeah, as your final forms begin to take shape, they just raise their hands in silent salute. And you guys rocket into the sky like Death Eaters, just cloud form all the way. Into the clear sky, your 6 lines of cloud begin drifting over the desert. 10 times the speed at which you would normally be walking. You very rapidly see the free city of Amnoon fall away behind you. You are effectively chemtrails.
Yeah.
You can see the shanty town at the outskirts of the city, the rolling farmland, not rolling, rather flat farmland. A couple of small irrigation canals that have kind of been distributed and architected around the periphery. And then the very rapid, stark change into sandy dunes that stretch on as far as you can see. In the dim distance to the northeast of you, you can see the shadowy hint on the horizon of darker mountainous stone. But you begin to fly your way east, and the hours begin to melt away. You notice at first there is a sort of winding road, but it quickly becomes difficult to follow as the shifting sands tend to overtake it. At first, upon leaving the area, you notice there are the occasional fortified Cavalier outposts, very similar to what the Lion Guard has established throughout Kryta. But after only about 2 hours of flying, you don't really see any of those anymore. There are long swaths of just untamed, wild sand dunes, occasionally pockmarked by what look like pools, but they're not reflective and glinting in the sunlight. They're not watery expanses. They appear to be more liquid sand. And you realize that you are kind of seeing the slow course of what look like rivers and lakes of quicksand that permeate the desert. Occasionally, as the hours kind of wear past, you notice movement in the dunes, and you see these very delicate looking, sort of golden yellow, orangish, triangular forms kind of jut up from the sand, and the sand around them sort of deforms as though something is moving beneath the surface in winding kind of zigzag patterns. And you remember someone in the town warning you about the sand sharks. Eventually, you find yourselves reaching the edge of what is, for lack of a better term, a dune sea. It's just an endless expanse of rolling sand dunes. And as the dunes themselves kind of lower back down to the height they were just outside of Amnoon, you start noticing stone shapes, pillars of red sort of sandstone, small crevices and cliff sides jutting out from the sand, until eventually you can see what would have taken you 3 or maybe 4 days of travel has gone by in a matter of hours. And you see what looks like a sandstone canyon. The tops, flat mesas, kind of lightly covered with some sand and gnarled, desiccated looking trees. They appear to be rich with cracks and crevices and hidden caverns kind of honeycombed throughout. But you pass over it, and about halfway in, you can kind of see behind you near the horizon where you entered, and in the forward horizon another sort of light, almost hazy figure of more dunes. And about the halfway point in the canyon, there is this outcropping of stone upon which stands a large cluster of stone ruins. You can see that there are stone steps that have kind of been worn around one of the outbuildings that then quickly descend the canyon wall down to the lower levels. From this height, the roof is completely gone. There are some taller walls around, and you see that there were pillars inside what must have supported arches for sort of an arched cathedral type ceiling. But you can very clearly see on the floor a very large mosaic of the symbol of Kormir. As you begin to make your way closer, the first thing you notice is that the oranges and the yellows and the browns that you are now intimately familiar with in the desert are here stained deep crimson. There are signs of struggle. You can see what looks like the brightly colored cloth of Elonian clothing. You've seen these things in Amnoon, the bright blues and reds and yellows and the greens of their richly colored cloths. Getting closer still, you begin to notice what looked like stones from on high are the hulking bodies, corpses of branded creatures that are just sort of stacked in little piles, some inside the temple, some out, and strewn about them are these sort of crimson stains and usually an accompanying Elonian corpse. How do you proceed?
I'm gonna land and probably just start reforming because we don't have telepathic bond.
Good point.
True.
I thought about that
That seems
as like
fair.
we were traveling. It's like, oh,
It
I forgot.
probably would have worn off by now. It's been
Mm.
much more than 2 hours.
It's only 2 hours. That's a really good point.
Yeah, probably been closer to about 5 or 6 by now.
Yeah,
As we're
I'll do the
lowering
same.
down to re-land, is it possible to kind of get just a glimpse from a quick look at how long these bodies, like the Alonian bodies, have been there? Does it seem fairly recent, or does it seem like kind of a
Make
weathered corpse that's been there a while?
make a survival check for me. And you can, if you want,
16.
you can make this survival or investigation.
Oh, okay. Then instead of -1, it's +11, so 28.
28. Okay. You are too far to really do like a medical diagnosis.
Mm-hmm.
But it occurs to you that the darkness of the crimson stains on the stone, if it had been there for a significant amount of time, it would have been dried or washed away by sand and wind. So it's relatively recent, probably within the last day or two.
Okay, not great. Thanks.
As you guys get closer, you notice two things. There is the large temple structure, what appears to be at the edge of the jutting outcrop of stone is like the sanctuary, a big crescent-shaped altar wall and a tall, like 15-foot high giant statue of Kormir. She holds a spear in one hand, and her typical sort of statue appearance is a hooded figure with a blindfold over her eyes, as the spear marshal Kormir lost her sight before she fought the fallen god Abaddon and ascended to godhood. There is a tower that is sort of attached to the building on the south side, and some smaller sort of rooms near there, but the tops, the roofs have all been sort of blown off, and it's just a ruin of rubble. But you can see there were smaller chambers around. And to the west, there's a big courtyard with a smaller statue of what looks like a spear marshal, one of the Order of the Sun Spears. And then like a cluster of smaller building ruins. Again, no roofs, but you can see the outlines of walls and chimneys where there had been some probably priestly quarters or stables or things of that nature. There is nearby a broken bridge that reaches over to an equal level of the stone. It's kind of smashed at one end, and there's about a 10-foot gap between the pieces, but a stair winds its way north around the outbuilding and then flows down beneath the broken bridge and on down to the canyon floor. Some of the walls are fairly tall, between 6 and 10 feet in various sort of jagged formations as they're sort of naturally crumbling apart. Is there anywhere in particular you would like to land to do your transformation?
I probably would go for like the temple. Like, is it wherever the mural you said we saw on the ground?
Yeah, there's like a big mosaic of a sun. Yeah, like right next to the altar in the main body of the temple.
That's probably where I would head towards.
Okay. You guys all notice Alexa's tiny curl of mist kind of circling down and heading towards that mosaic. I assume the rest of you follow.
Purpley pink.
Yeah. Follow Alexa.
All right. So the closer you get, the more you see detail. Some of the bodies you hadn't noticed before, they were just covered in dust and sand and debris, and now you see that there are dozens of humanoid bodies around here, and far more branded. There are mostly humanoid-looking branded creatures with like sort of purplish gray stone skin, occasionally chunks torn away to reveal musculature that has been crystallized like amethyst, sort of a deep pinkish purple color. Their faces kind of deformed with jutting spikes of stone and crystal in various places. There are a few char bodies and a few asura that appear to have been branded as well. And there are many more that appear to be branded creatures. The scorpion-like devourers of the char homelands. Some desert-dwelling creatures. There even appears to be the body itself is broken. It's basically just a pile of ruined stone at this point, but you can kind of make out the shape of a 5-headed hydra that altogether seems to be about 30 feet long from tail to tip. But it has been fractured and broken, and at first from on high is covered in dust, just looked like the rest of the rubble, but it seems like there was a fairly large skirmish here. And as your forms begin to solidify, as you turn back into your human selves from your misty windwalk spell forms, you see that there is one body laying at the foot of the statue to Kormir, who resembles the statue itself. It is spattered with blood and gore, but it appears to be in what once were white robes with a scapular over the front that have a large gleaming sun, the symbol of Kormir, and a white hood with a white cloth blindfold with a similar sort of eye and striped sun motif. She appears to be lying still with some sort of staff kind of clutched to her chest. And as you take your bearings, there is just the faintest stir of movement from that body. All else is still and silent. The howling of the wind through the canyon is all that really remains.
Birdie, Kitri, looks like we got a live one.
Yeah, we've got the helper.
I'm on it. And I will rush over and she definitely still has like she isn't like dead. And
There was
and
a
upon
faint
first
sort of
inspection,
stirring. Yeah.
okay, and I don't detect on first glance, do I detect that this could be any sort of undead situation?
Have an ability that lets you do that?
I don't know, just
Yeah, I mean, are we positive this isn't some branded fuck? Like,
Make
like
a
vis
medicine check for me.
visual inspection. Like I'm assuming there might be some sort of
The heart go bump bump, or does it go? No,
Make a medicine check for me, Kitri.
Did that
18.
roll? Okay.
Yeah. So as you approach, there is a faint sort of rising and falling of her chest under this heap of cloth. Her robes are fairly thick. But as you go and kneel down, you can see that she appears to be alive. She is breathing, and she doesn't have any obvious like gaping wounds. There is a lot of blood on her robes. Some of it at different angles, some of it slightly different colors, like slightly older, slightly newer. She appears to be alive, though she does not at the moment seem conscious. She may be asleep, but she doesn't seem to be harmed.
Can I hit her with a can I hit her with a 4th level cure wounds then?
Absolutely.
Uh
ooh, you want to hit her? You should. Ooh. I mean,
We're gonna be here for a night, Birdie. Don't worry.
it's all good. It's all good.
6. Okay. There is. You all watch as Kitri puts her hands on this woman, and there's that sort of sprout green flicker of magical energy, and there is a sudden intake as her eyes, well, her you can see that her eyes move underneath the blindfold. There's movement there as she kind of sits up and coughs a little bit, clutching her staff
Used to
tightly,
be right.
and she pulls back from you a little instinctively, sort of flinching, and then reaches out and feels the stone of the statue's feet next to her, turns her head as though looking around. So tired. Who are you?
it's all right. It's we're the Trollskull Six. Um
Trollskull Six. I don't know this. You are
Oh, Brina.
human?
I'm Silver.
Nope.
Who had
There's several different types here.
And she takes her hand off the statue and grabs the staff, and then takes the other and kind of like puts it out towards you onto your forehead. Starts kind of feeling around your face. You are a child. The jungle dragon.
Oh.
Child of Mordor.
How do you know about that, but you don't know about us?
I can
Oh, well, yeah, that's okay.
feel within you. Yes, but not the rest. And her covered eyes sort of quest around the space. It's hard to tell if she's looking or listening.
We're all here. Is it safe to go into the temple? Can we talk with you in there? Not
You're in the
out.
temple.
Oh, okay. So this is actually in
you're
the
right
temple.
next to the altar near the statue of
Oh,
Kormir.
gotcha. So who are you?
Was I asleep? She tries to start getting up. She struggles her way to her feet, leaning on the staff.
I think asleep is a generous term.
Yeah, it looks like there is a big battle of some kind.
Oh.
Lots of
Oh,
bodies.
yes. Yes, it was intense. They
Are
came
you the
in
part?
waves. Unending. It was an hour before they broke through the walls. I believe all of them, all the priests are dead.
Ooh.
We've not really looked around, but from the air it didn't look good.
Does appear that way.
A stonemason, I believe. He was stronger than most. He was the last. I am so tired.
Did you survive? If you don't mind my asking.
You say how?
Yeah.
Her head kind of looks up towards the sky as she leans heavily on the staff. It would take a great deal more than that to do me in. No, I'm afraid I collapsed from exhaustion. But I must continue my work. It must be here. It must be here somewhere. And she starts to kind of like fumble through some of the rubble on the altar, just clearing stones, and you can see her kind of like pick up some of the grit and just sort of flick it out of her hands, occasionally picking up a large rock and just tossing it out of the way.
Okay. Are you looking for
feeling
something
the edges of the stone.
that's not rocks?
Not a rock.
Yeah.
Something much smaller. Much
Can
more
I even
valuable.
see on top of the
A
altar?
grain of sand?
The hand stops. She turns and she points to
yeah.
Alexa and says, "Oh, sorry, no. You said, can you see anything?" You can see that where she cleared away part of the altar, there is another kind of etched symbol of Kormir on it. But she turns around at that and points at you, Galatar. Yes. Impossible.
I
Elusive.
fucking told you all again.
Single grain. It's very important. I must find it. It must be here. And she
Well,
starts to
Alexa?
kind of comb through some of the others.
It's
I
like
mean,
Grandfather.
I hate to like. How would you distinguish this particular grain from any of the others? Kind of gestures and then realizes gestures, puts his hands to side. Just that are around.
Picks up another handful of sand and kind of lets it pass through their fingers.
I mean, do we think...
Are you able to detect the magic within the sand?
It calls to me. I hear it. Can you not hear it? Not hear the chime, the tone, the ringing, the incessant ringing. It's here. It must be. And she drops the staff onto the altar and she starts going with both hands. Gets down on the ground and starts to kind of paw her way around the mosaic that you're standing on.
I think Galatar kind of
Here.
whispers over to Birdie, could you calm her emotions or
just
do something to calm her down? I
mean,
think
we
she might
can
be in shock.
We
Yeah,
can
that's a good
sedate her
question.
if we need to.
I will find it
Anyone
for you.
have
I
like
must find
detect
it before they
magic?
return, before more of them come. If they
I'll get
find
out
it
the
before
wand of
we do,
detect magic and pop that.
everything will come to an end. It will all be over if they find it before I do. You pop detect magic.
Yes.
Uh,
I mean, I'm gonna get lit up
there
by
is a
all the
sort
magic.
of, you get this kind of latent haze all around you. There's a sort of magical presence here. It's more like the echo of a spell than a spell itself, which is not surprising in a temple dedicated to the god of secrets and knowledge. You get the sense that there is a very, very overwhelmingly powerful magical sense nearby.
It is nearby.
Yeah, it's like pressure when you dive to a bottom of a pool, but it's in like the back of your mind.
Could I mean, I'm just I'm sure at some point I've had detect magic up when the magic mansion has been created. Do I feel that sort of like pressure? Like, so there's some sort of
No.
large
It doesn't seem
space?
familiar like that, like temporal
Okay.
magic.
Okay.
Yeah. And the priestess now is sort of crawling forward and brushing off parts of the mosaic. Every now and then she finds a loose mosaic tile and picks it up. Useless. It just continues brushing and picking up stones. Oh, no, it must be here.
Brina's like absolutely looking at.
Can we help you find it? Is there anything that would help us locate it for you?
Do I get any sense of
Would you?
direction?
Would you look? Would you help me find it? Where would she have hidden it? Surely.
Why do you want it so bad?
I must have it. I need
Yeah.
it.
Can I do an insight check?
Yeah,
Sure.
this is sounding a bit
Like,
depraved. And
concussion.
do you think we should just?
There is you get the sense of desperation and almost bordering on like manic panic. And she continues, I must find it. More will come. More always come. They're drawn to it like flies. I must take it from this place. I must have it. I must protect it. I must take it into myself and keep it from them. They would keep it from me. They're
Guys,
coming. I can feel them coming. I feel.
This is sad.
should we be preparing for an attack? Because it sounds like we're about to get attacked. Not necessarily by her, but by
staggers to
some.
her feet a little and puts her hands out
Maybe
towards each of you. I feel something. You hear? Huh? Ringing. A different tone, but similar. And closer. She kind of reaches back towards you, Keytree, back towards your face, and sort of like just gently kind of runs the tips of her fingers over your forehead and settles on one of your eyes. There. Faint.
did you get a piece of sand in your eye, Kidri?
I don't like this.
No.
I don't trust her.
She kind of reaches out towards you, Galatar. The same. It's so close. Can you not hear it? Is it not deafening to your little ears? And she reaches out and draws one finger down one of your temples and kind of rests it on an eyelid. Just gently kind of pulls your eyelashes down.
No, that's okay.
Usually I don't get uncomfortable, but wow, she wins.
Do we need to like? I don't want to say.
No.
What?
I'm gonna pull my bow out.
Child.
Okay.
Are
I'm
you
gonna
here?
How was this kept from me?
I'm gonna do calm
All these
emotions
years, all
on
these
this.
years.
Calm emotions.
Oh
maybe.
shit! I don't think
She
this is
grabs
like Kormir.
her blindfold
yeah.
and she picks it up, and you see as she pulls this back, rather than hair,
Now, fuck
cresting
us.
backwards from her head are these two triangular points of crystalline amethyst, and where they intersect with
God.
her flesh, the gray stone skin of a branded, and her eyes are gleaming, multifaceted crystals, very much like your own irises as you bear the brand of Aurene. If you'll remember, you have Aurene's charm.
It's true.
I
That's
don't
why
know
it's so close.
how she kept it from me. But there was a child, and you know, you will tell me where it is. Where is the lair of my scion?
Well,
Would you like
I would like you all
Oh,
to roll initiative.
No!
Actually, before you roll initiative, let me pull you over to the map.
You desecrated the Temple of Kormir? How dare you?
Oh, he been desecrated.
Oh, that's good.
Ready?
Man, we
Lock-
fight
lock and
crazy
load,
shit, and
baby.
it always backfires.
I know.
Be worse people.
Well, I tried to be nice, but
That's where
I-
I was like, you're gonna hit him with the level 4. Cure
Well, I was
wounds
like,
off the
if it's
bat. I was like,
someone who's
maybe we start him at 1. and
I
then
didn't
we
want to
leave.
nerf them and then have it actually be a good person and then be like, oh, whoops, they got one-shotted and now they're dead again.
Cure wounds is a lot like salt from a dish, right? You can always add more. You can't take it out.
But also, with that many hit points I gave back, Kala can still one-shot her.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
I mean, assuming that she probably has way more than that
Oh
now.
shit. Guys, I hate rolling good initiative with Birdie. It pisses me off.
Just
take a
on
lap,
you, she
buddy.
now has 500
That's
hit points.
not where I want to be in initiative.
Can you guys hear the music okay?
Could be a little loud.
Yeah. Could be a little louder.
There, it's good.
Giving like Mission Impossible vibes. I'm loving this.
This is the critical roll when it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Where is this person? I don't even see him on the map.
Yeah, sorry. Hang on a second.
They're not on the
need
map yet
to-
for a reason,
no, they
Alex.
are.
No, I just have to get a
They're
token.
invisible.
You
Oh,
thought
sorry.
that statue was of Kormir? That's actually the side they became.
Right? Oh man, hang on a minute. Will I grab a token?
Oh, I can't move second. I hate being second.
Whatever, just blast it.
Blast him! That's what Birdie's horrible
Blast
at,
him.
though.
I know, that's
Birdie
really
can't
funny.
blast
Gun
him.
now.
That's
You
true.
have
He
a
does
whole
have
ass
a gun.
gun.
You got a
Yeah.
new weapon. No, you have to try it out.
Religious zealots.
This is not a accurate token. I don't have a Priest of Kormir token. It's sort of priesty-ish looking.
Maybe this will be a cakewalk. Last time I had somebody, they crumpled and almost died.
I mean, it's sure it's just
You
gonna
know?
be one, you know?
Huh. That's odd.
Yeah.
Wasn't looking great before we started. I think we'll be.
I don't like. We're probably good, right? He wouldn't add more than one enemy.
What's the
Right. I'm really glad I didn't wish for locate object.
Really wish I had added foresight before this fight.
Oh yeah, I know. I don't have my mage
Or
armor.
Hero's Feast either.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have
We have not
Heroes Feast every
feasted.
day. Why do we not doing that? That's
I wished for the dispel yesterday.
That's good enough.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So no, we don't.
Oh well,
have Heroes Feast
that's
today.
life, you know.
Shit, bro.
All right.
Oh shit.
So at the top of the
Heroes Feast
round,
tonight, for sure.
that brings it to Galatar.
Yeah.
No, she looks pretty cool.
Oh, can you unpause the?
Oh yes. There you go.
Yeah, I think Galatar kind of immediately becoming enraged that Kormir's temple is being treated this way as it's her priest. Is going to kind of move up from behind and take his blade and try and jam it through the torso of the priest to try and give them like a quick death. And I'm gonna light it up with a little green flame. Actually, no, I'm gonna light it up with a little booming blade energy as I do. No, wait. Hold on. Does he's... No, we're gonna go green flame blade because I don't know how he does with thunder. Maybe he's not. He's super great with thunder. Okay, so that's a 17 plus. What is my plus? 29 to hit.
Yeah, 29 is definitely it.
Okie doke. And that is only a 2, so that is oh, I forgot to blade song. Oh well. That's 8 points of piercing damage, or slashing damage rather.
Okay.
And an additional 7, and 2, 16 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to activate my blade song so that I can have that bonus for my next attack. All right. And this one's a nat 20. Okay, it would have been better on the other one, but won't be much. It's a 2 again, so that's 2 plus 11 is 13, and then D8 for the crit, so 21 slashing damage.
Okay.
And I'll see how they're looking now, I guess.
You guys watch as Galatar very quickly sidesteps behind her and just takes a couple of quick slashes and thrusts, and it seems to carve through her robes. You hear like as the cloth itself is ripped, and she's still just kind of standing there with one hand out, like, "You will tell me, where is my scion?" Almost like they didn't even notice.
Kitri, how much did you heal this person? Not good. Okay. I am gonna, yeah, just stay there. Okay,
Okay.
cool.
That brings it to Bertie.
All right, we're gonna hit everybody in the party except for we're gonna say except for Brina, because I don't think she needs it. With a mantle of inspiration, as there's kind of that puff of glitter, Birdie goes scatter, and Birdie is going to everybody's 14 temporary hit points except for Brina. And you can immediately use your reaction to move up to your speed without provoking attack of opportunity. Birdie is going to kind of get out behind this pillar here, kind of ducking behind. Make sure you get your 14 temp. And then I'm gonna. He's got that his new rifle pulled out, and I think for the for its like special ability, there's like a certain like sight you like lift up kind of thing, and you like click a switch on the side, and you all watch as this gun starts to like glow with this kind of gold and like silver kind of energy, and he hasta la vista, and he's gonna cast disintegrate on this using this gun's special disintegrate ability.
So she passes her save, so she'll take half damage.
Okay.
Which is 34.
Yeah, 34.
That's still a solid hit.
Yeah, this beam of energy, you hear this sort of high pitch as it arcs through the air, and it slams into the front of her, and it just like disintegrates the fronts of her robes. She staggers back, but her feet like press into the stone, and you can see there's this cracking of the stone beneath her feet. As that happens, her like soft cloth shoes sort of tear, and these long, jagged amethyst claws pull out and grip the floor to keep her from being thrown backwards. And as the tatters of cloth are ripped away, you just see like row on row of crystal hard scales down the front of her body. As she grits her teeth. Her teeth are these like jagged crystalline points that pieced together like shark's grin.
Okay. And then let me ask this, Ryan, up here, is that have like is this wall in front of here? If I were to try and get up there, does this
That is a
spot
wall
have
that's
cut?
like 4 feet high. The bit next to it that's a little more defined goes up a little higher.
Okay. I tell you what, I'm just gonna take my movement to kind of get around this little spot and maybe like have half cover or something from her.
Sure.
Kind of duck down, yeah, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. That'll bring it to Kala.
Okay, I'm gonna step out here and say, I have to say the new bow. This is something I have to say.
Swift death to you who have wronged me.
I will not stop until you are slain. And then I'm gonna shoot her twice.
That's fucking
Alright.
cool.
So you mark this high priestess as your favored enemy, or your oath sworn enemy. Critical hit. Yeah.
Bye.
Jesus.
That's a lot, and
It is.
What?
oh, did it add the okay? It did the extra against for an enemy too.
Oh, nice.
God damn.
Yeah. $143?
Yeah, I think so. In one hit.
And
Yeah.
then
Yeah. Yeah, 28 will definitely hit.
okay, this won't include sneak attack.
So 6 plus 15?
Yeah.
Okay, it's 21.
Fuck yeah.
And then
Nice.
I'm just gonna stay here.
Okay. Damn. That's a heavy hit.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. No, the first arrow just like follows in behind the disintegration beam, and as she like hisses and these jagged teeth are kind of bared, it passes through her. Like it hits in the breastbone and just cleaves a little hole through this form. She kind of staggers back a little bit and is trying to keep her balance. You guys hear the crack of almost like when your windshield gets hit with a really heavy rock, and you hear that crackling, tinkling, breaking glass that doesn't shatter as the arrow passes through and then embeds itself in the base of the altar near Kormir statue. And the priestess sort of clutches her chest for a moment. What? No. I will not allow this. And her form begins to ripple and change as you watch large jutting spikes of amethyst crystal protrude from her flesh. The remaining flesh tears open like a werewolf movie. Her head triangulates with the horns, forming a long pointed jaw, and she begins to swell from side to side. Galatar, you are pushed backwards. Make a dexterity saving throw for me.
I don't wanna.
Yikes!
Birdie like yells out. He's like, "This is why we stop helping people. This
It's
right
not
here."
great. It's an 11.
Okay, yeah, you are pushed up the stairs, so you kind of trip and you go prone. But you are back by the statue of Kormir now. As first
That's comforting.
one wing and then another wing pop out, and they begin to swell and pulse as she grows in size, the garments falling away as this blackened, crusting earth skin, claws of amethyst tipping her wings and clawed feet.
Yep.
And the voice growing deeper as she stands. You impudent insects! You cannot stand against the doom of the desert. I am Kralkatoric, and all will bow before
We are fucked.
Oh, it's now? No!
Really wish we had that hero's feast now.
As
To
these
be
wings
fair, I am
jut
sort
to the
of bowing.
side, knocking pillars of stone from their bases, and a roar echoes across the stone.
We should have gone somewhere else.
We could have gone
fucking
to
told
the
you.
rock. We could have seen the rock.
Wow, imagine if we just walked places like normal people. We would have completely missed this. We would have been safe and fine.
I know we gotta kill him, but he is pretty. A very aesthetic, pleasingly dragon-looking guy. You know,
The natural
black and the purple. Pretty sick.
As Kralkatorrik raises its triangular head, it roars that roar at the sky, which immediately begins to darken and boil with brand storm clouds that flicker and flash with purple lightning. And it brings its head swinging back down towards you. And Kala, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Is this against a spell or magical effect?
It is a magical effect, yes.
19.
Okay. From this swirling brand storm that forms overhead, a shaft of purple lightning arcs down next to you, and you take 40 lightning damage.
Jesus fuck.
Okay. Halved because of evasion?
No, you did not succeed on the saving throw.
But if I succeed, I take 0.
Oh,
if
right,
I
yes.
fail,
Then
I
because
take-
of evasion, you take 20 then.
Also, Ryan, your deeper voice effect
You're
is still
still- yeah.
on.
It's so cool.
Just in case. I mean, you can keep it, but
Make sure you remember you had
Thank you
that
for pointing
14
that
temp
out.
HP as well. You know.
I will remind you all at this point that you do bear the blessing of Aurene. So each of you, your irises are multicolored, iridescent. You can cast Death Ward on yourselves with that charm. Just so you remember that that's there.
Not a bad idea.
I don't love the reminder that we have Death Ward.
Is it like an action to do
already
that,
thinking
or
about it.
It would be.
is it okay?
Oh, cool. Okay.
And
cool.
if anyone wants to call out to Aurene, that was also a thing. I don't remember if you've got that in your notes or not. That will bring it to Alexa's turn.
Yeah.
Oh, attacks
like
have
that.
advantage too
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
for
Yes.
one
Fuck yeah.
round.
Mary, are you stress coloring yet?
I haven't even pulled out the coloring yet because I'm still like stress clicking around being like, what the fuck can I do? What the fuck can I do?
I don't know how to process.
I was not expecting this. And also really props to Ryan for appealing to Kitri's better nature because she's probably the least like, fuck everything in this party so far. And she was like, oh no, this poor priestess, let me help her. And it's like fucking Kralkatorrik.
I'll just don't even know.
There's a reason that she didn't get out of the challenge in Aurene's when we were last visiting Aurene, because she's sitting there like, what? It wasn't just the dice, you guys.
Okay. Yeah, I will run. And as I run, I will quicken a sending to Aurene.
I will say you know that you don't have to cast a
Wow.
spell to do it.
I
You can
suppose
just
it's true.
speak telepathically to her.
I will, yeah, just start saying into her in my head, just, oh, we stepped into it and found Kralkatorrik. It's bad. And I will, I guess if that's like a free action, I will use my action to invoke one of the charges of the Death Ward.
Alright.
Not a bad call.
And as a bonus action with the lodestone, I move 15 feet. How high up is this?
That bit of ruin's probably about 5 feet.
Okay, so then yeah, with the bonus action with the lodestone, I will start flying, and I'll go 5 feet above it. So I'll be like 10 feet in the air over there.
Okay.
And the lodestone one specifically says you don't cast a spell. I gain the power of flight for 10 minutes. So I'm not concentrating, and I didn't cast a spell.
Yeah.
Okay, that will end my turn.
Alright. That'll bring it to Brina. And then Kitri's on deck.
I love D&D. First and foremost, Brina would like to rage. And as she does, she'll do the superhero thing where she goes like this with her arms, and the bracers of Coda's wrath will light up, emitting bright light in 10 feet and dim light for 10 more feet. And I guess she's gonna fucking charge. Do I want to do the Death Ward thing? Yeah. Is now a good time to do it? Probably. That's alright.
Y'all don't need Death Ward. You got the Birdie Ward, baby. Come on. He don't let you go down. He ain't gonna let you go down.
I think it's more about something else that he can do.
It's with that I'm gonna reckless attack. Because what's the worst that could happen?
You already have advantage.
Oh fuck yeah! Never mind. I'm not gonna reckless attack.
26 will hit.
Could call it. Good. It's a 19 plus rage damage, and it's just not letting me do that right now.
Plus rage damage. So what is that? 3 or 4 now?
Yes, 4.
23.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm scared. Okay.
A lot of scared.
And I'll do it again. And I'll do it again. And I'll just do it again. Or is that... Do I still have advantage? Or is it the first attack? Okay, word. Okay, 27.
Yeah, that hits.
Word. Okay, that's 24. And that's correct because it has the rage damage. I don't know if any of the cold damage counts.
It does.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Love that. Sexy.
You can see like all of these spines that he has that protrude out of his stony flesh, the purple amethyst stuff, is crackling with that purple lightning.
Fuck yeah. And as her turn ends, with him still within 10 feet, he'll take radiant damage equal to my strength modifier, which is 6.
Okay. You see the effect of that as you're standing so close, taking those swipes. The swipes hit and you bite in deep with your weapon, and as it kind of recoils a bit, some of those glistening amethyst patches between the stony flesh bits scorch from that radiance, and you can see a sort of twitch instinctively away from that radiance for some reason.
Sensational. I love that. Action, bonus action, boom. That'll be Brina's turn.
Okay. Key tree.
I will also avail myself of this Death Ward charm as my action.
Okay.
I'm gonna move. Ooh. If I move, is this spot right here, is that like a full space, or is that like half.
There's a little bit of rubble there, but we'll say you can move into it.
All right. Well, it's not much, but I'm gonna move at least a little further away. I don't have anything that as a bonus action would be helpful right now, so that's gonna be my turn.
Okay. Top of the round. That brings it back to Galatar.
Sorry, I'm recovering from the flu. Yeah, oh God. So did I notice, because I am on the other end of Kralkatorrik, so I just want to make sure I noticed the reaction to Brina's radiant effect.
I don't
Was
know
that
with
pronounced
his
enough?
body blocking your vision and you prone. I don't think you'd notice that.
Okay.
Your passive perception's kind of low.
Well, it can mean various things.
It's like the one thing that you're not good at.
There are a lot of things Galatar's not good at, and it's anything that doesn't involve his 3 good stats. Okay. I'm going to, since I didn't see that this turn, I won't do that. I'm gonna bonus action and use Kormir's Platinum Shield, which is my 6th level spell. That'll give, I get a bonus +2 to AC. I have resistance to acid, cold, fire, lightning, and poison damage, and I gain the evasion effect. And then I also have the ability to move that shield to other allies as a bonus action on my turn within the 1 minute. So I'm going to use my bonus action for that. And then my main action, I'm going to use half my movement to get up. So that's 20 feet to get up. And then where is his actual hitbox? Oh, look, only 1 step away. He's so big. How convenient is that? So then I'm gonna take a swing at him, and I'm gonna load the first one up. Did it seem like fire damage did what I thought it would do to the torso of the priestess, or did it seem diminished in its effect? Like when I shoved the blade of fire through.
It damaged them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
it didn't seem reduced.
Okay, I'll light it up with some green flame blade then. And I believe this has advantage because of Kala.
Yep.
So that's 15 plus 12, 27 to hit.
Definitely.
Nice. 8 on the damage dice. That is 19 slashing damage. And 2, 5, 7. Okay, so 14 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And then I will take another swing, kind of trying to clip its leg from behind with my blade. And that's a 19 plus 12 for 31 to hit.
Definitely.
And that is another, only a 1. 12 points of slashing damage.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to stand up and kind of like fence the tail out of your way as this massive cluster of amethyst spikes starts to crackle and almost flicker internally with these pops of light. You fence that out of the way and then go for the leg, and you're just kind of hacking away at it, little chips of stone flying, and you see that the stony exterior does get scorched by that flame.
Okay, sweet. All right, and then where is Rena in this?
I'm under the dragon. Don't
there she is. I'm gonna get directly opposite her, wherever that is, to allow flanking.
Sure.
That be right?
Yep.
Okay. Cool. I'll get right underneath his butt, to try and give her flanking. Cool. That's my turn.
That'll bring it to Bertie.
Okay.
And then Kala's on deck.
First things first, bonus action, Unbreakable Majesty. As the gust of wind comes through and there's a little glitter on the air, and Bertie assumes his majestic presence. And then as action, I'm gonna see if I can slow things down a little bit and cast slow on this baddie. So they need to make a wisdom saving throw. Start burning those resistances, Ryan. We know the game. We know how this bard versus dragon shakes out.
Passes with a 34.
Okay.
I was
Just
like,
a little.
why?
That's that's weird. That's like a
Very well then.
wow. Yeah. Okay then.
He
Well,
rolled very high.
So many.
hey Ryan, I could tell. Yeah.
He actually rolled a 12.
But that's my turn. Yeah. I mean, I think everybody's spread out so fast, and I get why.
Yeah.
No, I trust.
Believe me,
It
I
helps,
I
too.
get it. But like the one I had, I could have helped everybody out a little bit, but it seems like that's gone. So, we're gonna. That's my turn.
Okay. At this point, you all hear echoing in your minds. Have no fear, champions. I'm coming. As the voice of Aurene, her musical, almost chiming voice, appears in your minds,
Hell yeah.
and that will bring it to Kala.
Just gonna keep shooting him.
Yep, that'll hit.
57.
Yeah. A hefty hit again.
And again.
24 will hit.
Okay, that's just 16.
Okay. You're starting to see, like, between the scorch marks and several holes that are being poked by Brina and Kala, bits are starting to flake away and chip off from this stony exterior, revealing more of the amethyst coloring within. There is another tremendous roar from the dragon, in frustration and rage, as it says,
Yes, bring her to me. If I cannot find the lair, I will take her power in its place.
and then he is going to, with two tremendous beats of his wings, rise up from the ground. And you
Attack of
watch this-
opportunity. Attack of opportunity.
Yep, Brina and
Attack of
Galt are going to have
opportunity?
attacks of opportunity.
Sentinel. Sentinel.
I'm gonna forgo my attack of opportunity because I don't have Sentinel. But
Somebody
I'll
does have
I'll
Sentinel. though.
fucking do it. I ain't afraid.
I burn no ghost.
It's a 16. Got his ass.
Not hit.
Buddy.
One time.
Literally a 4. Oh.
And he sort of rises up over the statue, and you watch as he disappears behind the wall that is curved behind the statue, and you hear the of his claws digging into stone, and you can kind of see the tips of two of them poke through and kind of dig rents into the stone, that semicircle, and you hear this strange kind of warbling sound, woom, 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 as it increases in pitch and intensity and rapidity, before, with a crazy loud exhalation, there is just this as a beam of raw magical power sweeps from left to right, cutting the ruins in half. The pillars topple in half, the walls in half. I need each of you. Let's see, what is the save for the breath weapon?
Assuming that's an AOE effect and not a personal attack, because he would have to make a roll for that for me.
You do have advantage on your save though, because you're in 30 feet. So
I need you all to make dexterity
hell
saving
yes,
throws
Kala.
as this
Okay,
beam
dexterity
sweeps
saving throw. Here we go.
across your level. Try to duck or jump out of the way. It is a very high DC.
Oh, fucking piss.
All right. This is good. This is good.
I'm gonna pop
Is
tides
very
on
high.
this.
Does that mean a 20 passes?
I know it. A 19 doesn't,
Oh,
so I'm
good.
actually not super thrilled about that.
Please stop. 24 passes.
As this pure, shimmering beam of bright pink
No,
purple
Alexa.
energy just slices this place in half horizontally. Walls crumble and fall, pillars collapse in half. You all take 54 force damage.
Oh,
As
damn, 24
sort of-
didn't beat it? Oh,
DC
fuck
is
me.
25.
Oh, fucking hell.
Piss, man.
And you're all knocked prone by the falling rubble.
Oh, okay.
Kala, you
Curious.
would take... Let's have
Oh,
the
I
54.
also only take 27.
Yes, because you have the evasion thing.
I'm
Yeah.
floating
27? Yes,
above
thank you.
the rubble.
27.
It still targets you. It's a massive
No.
beam.
Got him. Got him.
Although-
I meant the falling prone and
It's-
the.
That was my flavor. The effect is if you fail the saving throw, you take the damage and you fall prone.
Then I guess you need to
Ah.
give me a 2d10 or 2d6 because I'm 10 feet in the air.
That's true. Okay. 2d6. Ooh, 10 bludgeoning damage.
Great.
As you're sort of like rocked by the beam, it hurls you into the wall and you just kind of slide down the rubble. And now there is just currently like a 10-foot section of the wall, that curved wall behind the statue. The statue itself is carved in half. The wall collapses, and you see the two claws kind of holding on, and his head, his triangular wedge-shaped head, his bright pink-purple light in his jaws as the teeth close, grinning at you all. And that brings it to Alexa.
Yeah, he's a jerk. I guess I'll use half my movement to stand up. And I will use my action to get my mage armor safe active. Not that it would have helped me then, but just in case. And, I mean, he's visible to me.
Yeah, you can see him.
Okay.
You can see his head, and two of his claws.
I'll just take that one step forward. And, I mean, for science, so as she yells for science, I quicken a firebolt onto him.
Okay. That'll hit.
30 fire. It hits. It connects.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh, son of a bitch. You guys, I forgot like a whole aspect of this fight. No,
Jimmy,
it
did you
does-
just
it
remind
does
him
hit.
that this boss can't be
Apparently.
affected by magic?
I think I might have.
Yeah, you reminded me that there is like a whole ass feature
Thanks,
I've
Jimmy.
not been using.
Why would you need to? Seems like there's no problem. Why would?
While Ryan's doing that, I'll just say I'm upset at how much health some of you have after that.
No, Agilbert.
Why?
Part of the game, baby.
I honestly thought you were going to Cape of the Dandy it.
54. hurt me a lot.
Honey, I have not that because I have to give up a turn when I Cape of the Dandy. It's like I do it and then I lose my next turn. So that's like the last legs.
True. That's
yeah.
54 points of force damage, baby. That's
Yeah,
I-
but we're
I
we're
will
not
say-
down yet.
For clarification, because I completely forgot this rule. Galatar, your flaming strikes, you notice that the flames dance across his skin, his stony exterior, but they do no harm.
I've been lied to.
Yeah, that was my bad. I overlooked
Oh, jeez.
one of his features.
So, well, here's a question then as well. When
He
Birdie
did take damage from the radiant, and he
when
did take
Bir-
damage from disintegrate.
Okay, so disintegrate did do damage. Cool.
Yes.
That's what I wanted to know.
But my firebolt does not do
Correct.
anything.
It
Okay.
you
Oh,
watch as the
fucking-
firebolt, when the firebolt streaks through the air towards him, it's making direct progress, and then all of a sudden, as it encounters him, it sort of just arcs off into the distance. It's just sort of
Oh.
deflected before it touches him.
Okay. Okay. So it's. Could I deduce from, I mean, disintegrate and fire, the difference between power and cantrip, that the higher the level of magic power, the more.
Potentially. That seems certainly one reasonable explanation.
Okay. All right. I think that's everything for me.
All right. That'll bring it to Brina. I don't hear you
I was
if you're
saying.
speaking.
Am I talking? Can you hear me?
Yep, I hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Am I too quiet? Is this still true? Do I need to put my headphones in?
I can hear you.
You're good here.
I think you're fine.
Just start yelling more. I'm gonna use my action to become the wolf. Awoo.
Ow.
Awoo. And just fucking charge this guy again. I can't get there with 40 feet, so I'll get there with 50. Yeah, and she wants to just stick to him. Like glue.
Remember,
now
you were
can she use-
prone.
Ah! Just kidding. I return to my Oh! Alright, well I will use 25 feet of fucking movement to stand up and no longer be prone. And that's cool. And I'm loving this. Loving it so much. Okay, well, if that's the case, I tell you what. Since I can't even get over there to hit him, I'll move 25 feet. Yeah, fuck it. I'll move behind this little guy for any ounce of cover that I can procure, and I will use my action to use one of the charges for Death Ward.
Okay. Well, so you've got to kind of hunker down because it's only about 5 feet high at this point, but you can kind of scrunch down behind it as you cast that for half cover.
Actually, can I not do that? Cool. Thanks. Because I have a feature that is pretty much the same thing. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, okay, cool. I'll not do that instead. But I will move over there. You guys know what time it is. You know what that fucking means. I'm gonna throw a javelin.
Oh Christ alive.
At those.
Hell yeah! Final fucking fight. Let's see it.
Let's see.
Come on.
Yo, ding ding ding.
No, we should see it.
Have a lean.
No.
Come on, baby.
Come on, get him with one.
Nat 20.
Where's the nat 20?
I'm
Where
putting
is it?
money on it. I mean, like,
Kill it.
Suck dick.
dollars. on
Right
this.
between the eyes.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
I will reckless
Kill this
attack so it is
monster.
a straight throw.
It's either nat 20 or nat 1.
26 will hit.
20.
Fuck yeah!
Does it do any damage at all?
I mean, it does more than one.
Eat your heart out, suckers.
The Frostbrand Greatsword?
Oh, just
Oh.
kidding.
Yeah, it's gonna be like 7.
Oh shit. Alright, hang on.
But
Not
There we
bad.
go.
I'll take it.
16.
16, yeah, that's good.
Yeah. This javelin arcs through the air and like sticks between two of the plates of stony flesh. Yeah, it hits. Solid hit.
Rita lets out like a
Holy shit, it worked.
Tell everyone, I javelined the final dragon.
Javelin the final boss. Okay. Also,
wolf
it's too
form.
late. Okay, never mind.
Did you go wolf form or did you
did.
retcon that? Okay. All right.
No, because that would have been my action. God damn it.
Well,
if
there's
I
a
could
whole
retcon
lot
that
going
for
on,
that
huh?
not to be the case.
Level
I still had
Jesus Christ.
Leave me alone! I love to do the opposite of all the things I said I was doing in the first place. If I can retcon that would be great, but I still use that 20 feet of movement.
Yeah.
Guys, you got to give her a break. She's new to D&D. She hasn't played much. You know,
my first time.
only
It's
been
my
3
first day
years.
out here.
Still sorting out actions versus bonus actions.
I don't
Cool.
want more options. Like, I don't want 1,000 spells, but if my 2 options are hit, or run away, or throw javelin, I feel limited. Okay, very well then.
All right. That brings it to Kitri's
no.
turn.
Okay. Sorry, guys. All right, I'm gonna pull out of my bag the I had something. What did I get? I have an object with a image of a dragon engraved on it that's worth at least 500 gold. And I'm gonna go ahead and cast at 7th level, summon Draconic Spirit. Summon Draconic Spirit. How big is it?
You're asking me for it. It's your spell.
I'm asking myself. It says it's a large
Draconic
dragon.
Spirit. Okay, I think I have a token for this. Chandler, did you use this before?
Yeah, I have this spell. I've used it a few times.
Okay.
You've got like an Aurene token or something that you've
I've
used.
got one that looks like Aurene.
Well, I was gonna call a chromatic dragon too, so
That's fine.
we'll just have Aurene and Aurene Jr.
There you go. I think, do I need to... Options... Mary... Owner. So...
And it goes right after me in initiative,
Okay.
is
add
what
that
the
to
spell
combat.
says.
Hey, there you go. It's
Oh, could I have cast it like over here? Sorry.
Yes. So you should be able to control it now, and if you click it, it'll have those little buttons for inventory.
Oh, sweet.
Where his rend attack is and his breath weapon.
As part of it, what kind of damage did we take when he used his breath weapon? Sorry.
He dealt force damage to you guys.
Okay. Well, because it's a chromatic dragon, part of the thing is I get a shared resistance. I'll just take resistance to fire damage. And that's my action. I guess these have my movement to stand up.
I will say, because they're chromatic, and I think you get a choice, you did see it call down lightning on Kala.
Oh. Can I choose lightning resistance then?
I think you can.
Yes. All right. I will choose lightning resistance. All right. That will be my turn. I'll stand up, and that'll be it.
All right.
And then I guess my dragon buddy gets to go.
Mm-hmm.
And they're gonna use their multi-attack. Which that...
Yeah, it basically tells you per level of the spell how many, and then you can use the inventory to get the rend attack, and just do it however many times you want.
Okay.
So it should be 3 attacks.
I get three rends, and then 1. Okay. It doesn't say how much that was to
is it
hit.
not dealing the... Hang on, let me click that. Oh, it's only dealing the damage. Damn it! Hang on.
Well, I can just roll.
If you want. Yeah, it's not doing... So it's a melee attack, default. There. I think it's fixed now. I think if you click rend, it should work.
Okay. There we go.
Natural
Oh!
20.
So.
It's gonna have to move... What's
Yes.
the range on that?
For the rend attack, I would have it move close. I would have it move up to it.
10-foot reach, so it can stand like 1 square back.
Okay. And then I guess it goes 2 more times.
13.
So the last 2 don't hit.
Yeah, 13 and 16 don't.
And then it gets 1 thing with its breath weapon.
Mm-hmm. And if the little toolbar or tool thing comes up for the triangle, just right click and it'll go away.
If
it doesn't come up, it's fine.
It did, but it would just do it on Krokatoric.
Yeah, so if you right click, it'll disappear.
So now he needs to make a...
This is versus lightning damage, and you just make a dexterity save versus your spell save DC.
Oh, so that's a 19.
Dexterity. He just barely passes.
Okay. And then he
5
takes
lightning
half damage.
So as that lightning washes over him, this is my fault. I'm gonna give you an opportunity to change your mind if you want. When you choose the type of chromatic, you get resistance based on your choice, and its breath weapon is also that choice.
Oh.
And Krakatorik is immune to lightning damage. So you can take that resistance and let the thing attack it. Or
But
you
it's
can
not going to
change
do
the
that
kind-
damage.
The breath
Okay.
weapon won't matter. The claws do.
Heck it. I'll take resistance to cold and have the breath weapon do cold damage. I don't know. I'm trying to think of what I saw Chandler's eyes just widen.
It's whatever you want. The choice is you're resistant to the damage he deals, but you can't hurt him with the breath weapon. Or you can choose something.
Do you have a shield or do you have a spear?
Yeah, and you just don't get the resistance.
All right, we're gonna keep the lightning then. We'll
Keep your
keep
shield.
lightning. We'll keep the shield.
That's good because it'll
And
make turns go faster because we just don't have to worry about the breath weapon.
and then that is it.
He just does tickle attacks.
Okay. That brings it to the top of the round. Galatar, Birdie on deck.
All right. I am going to use my action to cast my Crown of Kryta to form 7 motes of radiant light around my head. And then as part of the casting of that spell, I will send one of the motes of light toward also I'll stand up so that I'm not prone. And I'll send one of those motes of light toward Krakatorik. 16 plus what is my spell? 27 to hit.
That will hit. And you watch as that ball of radiance does impact.
Okay. All right. 8 to 20 25 points of radiant damage from that.
Okay. Yeah, it scorches a black patch on its chest as it sort of pushes back a little and claws its way back up into position. Definitely it.
And then I'm just kind of standing in no man's land.
You're also
So I
prone.
got up.
Did you stand?
So I stood up, so that's 20 feet of my 40 feet of movement. So where's his hitbox? I can't really see, so it's
It's
there.
back at the back.
Okay, so I'm gonna
That
move.
gets very long.
And for ranged spell attacks, is it if I'm within his melee or if I'm within my melee that it gives you disadvantage?
It's if you're within his melee.
Okay. And
He
I'm
can
not
hit you,
current.
and he's distracting you.
Okay, and I'm not currently within his melee, right?
Let's see.
If I
Who's
throw
to
it
say?
here.
Who's to say?
No, you are not currently in his melee.
Okay, cool. That's what I like to hear. So actually in that case, let me run. 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm gonna use all my movement to get over here to this corner.
Okay.
And I will hold up there.
All right. That'll bring it to Birdie.
Okay. The first thing I'm gonna do is reach into my pack, or perhaps this is on a very innately embroidered belt, and pull out a little vial and pop the cap and down my potion of invulnerability.
Okay.
So that gives me resistance to all damage for 1 minute.
You said you
Then, yeah, I'll stand up, pop that,
stood up.
and then I'm gonna move, and we'll just like fuck it, I guess. I'm gonna move 15 feet to about right there. And I think I should be 60 feet away from everybody, at least. Oh yeah, just barely.
25 feet from Kala.
Yes, but
45
I'm gonna use my bonus action to do another.
Greater than, yes.
Yes, I'm gonna do it. My mantle of inspiration is my bonus action there, because potions are an action, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So potion, mantle of inspiration. Everybody, except. Ooh, decisions. I'm gonna say everybody except Galatar, because he's looking pretty good and is better positioned. Is gonna get that mantle. So 14 temp HP, and you can immediately use your reaction to move up to your speed without provoking attack of opportunity. And that is, I think that's all my movement. I only got the 15 feet. Oh, well, hold on. I just got that extra movement. Maybe I'll take some movement. That sounds fun. Yeah. I will, yeah. Yeah, let's do it. I'll take my reaction and we're going to move. Oh, I don't like that so much. Yeah, I'm going to move behind this pillar. See, the sides are where I want to go, but that's also where everyone else is, so it's kind of danger. No, I'm not. I'm actually not going to take my reaction. I'm going to hold on to it. That'll be my turn.
I will burn my reaction. I don't want to go like over here, and I guess however high up in the air that makes me dangerously.
Cross over the wall, you look down, it's about a 200-foot drop to the ground.
Sweet. Let's roll some dice. But I mean, I'll say I'm like, well, I guess whatever the height, like +5 from the map, necessarily, not the bottom of the nothingness.
All right. 5 feet in the air. There you go. At this point, you all hear a familiar voice in your head as Aureen's voice comes ringing through telepathically. I'm coming, champions. Clear the main way through the temple. The central corridor.
Does she specify like no, like the middle part?
It was me trying to figure out like what she would say, because she can visualize it in her mind. She, clear the central corridor through the temple.
Yeah, she got it.
And that'll bring it to
in an
Kala.
east to west fashion.
Chandler and I were given the sickness by my brother and sister-in-law and their infant grub. So we've been sick literally all week. So as soon as we finished, we both just started hacking up lungs. So if we stand up, it's probably because we're dying still and chugging like Dayquil.
Understood. You stand up first, I assume?
Yeah, I'm already standing up. I use my reaction.
Oh, reaction, right. Gotcha.
27.
Yeah, 27 hits, for sure. Is that accurate? 58?
58, yep. Gonna
Alright.
shoot again. Oof, 19.
19 will not hit.
Alright, and then I'm gonna move.
Okay.
Clear the area.
Alright. Bring it to Kralkatorek. Let's see. He is going to crawl his way forward a little bit, kind of entering into this space. I guess he'll kind of move around the little dragon a little bit. And as he raises up, he unfurls his wings, and you see like the underside is all this shimmering sheet of crystalline, almost like the way feathers would be overlaid, just bits of crystal like scales on the interior of the wings. And he says,
Fools! I am stronger now than ever before. The strength of my siblings lives on within me.
and I need Keytree, Kala, and Birdie to make dexterity saves as his wings like
Blocked them.
flare, and this
Not allowed?
stream of rainbow
I said no.
beams
I just don't consent.
erupts from him.
It's at advantage.
Oh no! At advantage, though, yeah. Oh my god, I know exactly what this is, and this sucks. This sucks dick.
Is it at advantage for both of us, Kala?
Yeah, because you're within 30 feet of me.
I don't know if that helps, but
Which one of us is about to turn to stone here? Yeah.
Let's see. So, all right, I gotta get a D8.
Uh-huh. Yep.
This is
Oh,
the first
fuck,
time in the
Ryan.
history of our campaign where Kala's had the lowest dexterity save.
Yeah.
Probably.
That's
I
crazy.
can't believe a 23 didn't save.
All right, so
We don't know what his
Keytree.
save is, do we? Nobody is.
I think it's a 25. Easy.
The last one was 25, but this one could be
It
different.
was
True.
25 for the breath weapon.
Oh.
So, Keytree, a blue beam arcs towards you. Ironically, you would take 34 cold damage.
Oh,
Hell
how
yeah!
that works.
Yeah, so you take half of that, which is what, 17?
yes, and I need to roll concentration.
Did you just prismatic spray them?
Yes, he did. Yeah.
Here's the
Which is
problem.
my
Right.
thing. Which is my thing.
Now, this isn't a spell, right? So I can't counterspell it.
You did not see them casting anything.
Okay.
Kala.
Does a 21 save for my concentration?
Yes.
Okay.
Kala, you would take 34 poison damage as a green beam.
I have
hits you.
immune.
Oh, fuck yeah.
The beam kind of washes over you and you shake it off. Damn, this was like a waste of
Yeah.
fucking turn.
That's fucking awesome.
And for Birdie,
A 23?
He's about to get his shit rocked.
yeah, would be 34 lightning damage.
Okay, well, I don't have anything cool to prevent that. Other than my potion of invulnerability, for which I take half.
It's true, so, damn, 17 for you. Fuck, what a waste.
17 lightning damage.
Yep, 17 lightning damage.
Thank God there's 14 temp HP.
And I need to see...
Thank God none of us got hit with the, like, petrification thing, though. Or the, like, send to another plane thing.
Some bad, nasty ones in
Yeah.
there.
It's a roll.
Yeah, there's
it's
some
a gamble.
nasties.
It's a roll of the dice.
It is. I get it, man.
So that will bring it to Alexa's turn with Marina on deck.
Right. So, continuing with some science, I'm going to quicken. Oh, I'm not going to do that. I changed my mind. I forgot. I can't quicken and transmute at the same time. I just remembered that.
Oh wait, Keytree, you did take the lightning, didn't you? For the resistance.
Yeah,
Okay,
but I
so
took cold damage just now from
right,
him,
so
right?
You would have taken the 34 cold.
Well,
In my head,
I
was
took
thinking-
I took half from. Oh no, so I need to take another
Yeah.
17.
But
So then
saving
would the
throws-
21 have saved still?
Yeah, because it's half of that, which is 17. So that would have been what you had to pass.
That's where the 17 was.
So what's Alexa doing?
Pancake. Not
Throw a
really.
javelin. Don't worry
But-
about it.
No, I guess I'm not gonna fuck around anymore
Sorry.
because that's not getting me anywhere. Let's do. No, I got it now. We'll do a level 5 lightning bolt, but I will transmute it into fire. So it's like a big streaming cylinder of flame just comes flying out of my hand across him. Does a level 5 spell connect?
You watch as that flame hits him and kind of burns a line along him. It does hit him. He succeeds on the saving throw, but
Okay.
it does make contact.
Then I will roll.
Okay.
So
So 19
19
damage.
fire damage. Okay, so at least
Yeah, you watch as it kind of blackens some of the stony exterior of his left wing. Yeah.
I will yell to Galatar, 5th circle spells seem like they'll work. So at least he'll know. And I need to roll some things because I transmuted it. But I do believe that will... Ha! I will fucking just like kind of teleport closer to him. Because fucking...
Actually, go ahead and roll on your surge table.
I don't actually have the direct table.
Oh, let me
Yes.
oblige.
Since we're fighting here. I did pop tides.
Okay, so you surge. The chaos is just like extra disturbed by the presence of this being. That you can sense the sort of weird eddies of arcane power in this area being so close to Kralkatorrik. So you surge and you get your tides back, because that's how surge works. I rolled a 50, which is for the next minute, whenever you try to speak, you can't. Pink bubbles float out of your mouth. So if you have a spell with verbal components, it won't work.
That fucks a lot of it. Yeah, we'll be transmuting again. That sucks.
This whole campaign and today is like the one really negative one.
Yeah. Alright, yeah, that really does hard end my turn. Is I just
Alright.
start spitting out bubbles.
Alright, that brings it to Brina with Kitria and her dragon spirit on deck.
Okay. Let's get down to fucking business, okay? Rina's gonna click her heels, which does nothing, but she thinks it does, and get those winged boots operational. And if she can fly, like, and mount this dragon, if possible.
I want to ride the dragon.
I wanna
wanna
ride the dragon.
Right? It's about 20 feet to the top of its spine, so about 25 feet in the air will get you up to the back.
Okay.
To actually like make purchase on it, you would have to like grapple it or grab onto it.
Okay.
Yeah. It is certainly not a tame beast.
No. I will make that 25 feet. We'll get all hypotenusy. Get to
Just
where
take the
we
longer of the
need.
two angles.
Okay.
Yeah, so if
Hold
you're gonna
on a second.
move 40 feet that way, so you'll be 40 feet of movement.
Awesome. Cool. I would like to be there.
So yeah, right now you're in the 5-foot cube kind of above him, but you're adjacent.
Cool.
If you want to try to grapple him as an attack, you can.
I'm not gonna try and grapple him as an attack. I'm just gonna try and hit him, but if I'm able to, like... I obviously will not go with him if he moves, but if I can be there above him, I think it's
Yeah,
cool.
you're hovering in the air above him.
Okay, rad. Cool, sexy, powerful. Yeah, with that we will Fight. Swords! I'm gonna reckless attack.
Fisticuffs.
30?
30 will hit, yeah. 24, okay.
I love that. Then we're gonna do it again.
Critical hit, yeah. Dig that sword twice, and on the second one you manage to cleave underneath one of the scales and pry it up as you watch that frost kind of give a little bit of frostbite around the edge of the wound.
Yeah.
Kind of turns black and crackles.
Fuck yeah. Love that. Cool.
59, shoot. Yeah, heavy hit. And there's just this roar of pain as that scale peels up and you shove it down in, rip the sword out.
Precisely. Precisely. And at the end of my turn, he'll take 6 points of radiant damage.
Radiant damage.
And
yeah, which again, burn, he sort of like arches his back. Yeah.
Brina will shout out. He doesn't like the light one.
So true, bestie.
And I
So
imagine my peers who have seen me use this item before can deduce what that means. But yeah, that'll be your turn. Fuck yeah.
All right. That brings it to Kitri.
Okie doke. I am going to use my action to cast a 5th level Cure Wounds on myself. That's 26.
Okay.
I'll use my bonus action to do my what's it called? Hidden paths, and I'll move 60 feet over here.
Okay.
And also just start I'll 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll move over here then with my movement, and that'll be it for Kitri. And the dragon is gonna do his little multi-attack. So it's just 3 rend attacks. So 22 to hit.
22 just barely hits, yeah.
Okay. Ooh.
Another 22.
And an 18. So he takes 29 piercing damage.
All right.
And
Yeah,
that will be
that little
our
dragon
turns.
spear is just like tearing into him, like peeling bits of flesh away from the crystalline underside. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, another roar of pain. Right, and that'll bring it back to the top of round 4 with Galatar. And Birdie's on deck.
Yeah, having a better idea of what seems to be effective, Galatar is going to hold out his hand and shoot out a beam of disintegrating force energy as I cast Disintegrate at 6th level. So
Okay.
it's a Dex 19 save. Oh, that looks
Does
okay
pass.
for damage. Okay, so he takes 33 points of force damage.
Yeah.
Could have been better.
Heavy hit.
And then I'm also going to send a bolt of radiant light out at him. Okay, that's only 13 plus 11, 24 to hit.
Does hit.
Does hit. Okay. And that one is 40, 12, 18, 20. Okay, not great. 26 points
That's a
of
pretty good
radiant
hit.
damage. Well, it's just
Yeah, so-
barely over half. I'm looking for like the 75% and above against this motherfucker.
Two massive hits impact this creature on its chest, and you watch as more of these blackish,
Practically
gray,
dodged. It's cool.
stony kind of slate scales flake off, and there's more of that exposed amethyst crystalline underflesh kind of exposed to the air now. Definitely another roar of pain. Give you
Gosh. How's our spacing? Do I need to move at all? I don't know there's much other place I can move. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna stay where I am. So that'll be my turn.
Right, that brings it to Bertie.
Okay. How far am I from this guy's like actual hitbox? Okay. I tell you what I'm gonna do. We're gonna see what Remind me, has anybody tried a 4th level spell against this guy, or is that untested ground at the moment?
That is untested.
All right. Well, let's test it out. I'm gonna cast a psychic lance at him, at 4th level. So he needs to make an intelligence saving throw.
Okay, as you focus and send that power out, you
Didn't roll any dice.
feel the
That's-
enchantment reach towards him, and it just kind of dissipates and finds no purchase. He passes his save. So if there's half damage,
Interesting.
he'll take it.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, he passes his save.
The 4th works, though.
So 10 psychic damage.
Okay.
That's good to know. 4th level hits.
Well, I don't know how that one works.
He took his psychic damage.
And then what I'll do is I'll go ahead and where do I want to move? Yeah, I'm gonna move a little bit. Ooh, I don't really want to go closer. I'm just gonna move behind this building because who is it? Arain said to like clear the main drag here. So I'll kind of, if I can get a little cover behind this pillar, that would be swell.
Sure, you have cover for that. Alright. And you hear once again in your mind the voice of Arain. I'm coming, champions. I can feel his anger. Be on your guard. I'm nearly there. And that will bring it to Kala.
I'm just gonna keep shooting him.
Okay.
And I remembered I should be rolling this at super advantage because of elven accuracy. Oh, it's terrible.
Wow, yeah.
Oh
that
my
does not
God.
hit,
That's-
unfortunately.
Like, what?
That's cool. The super advantages part here.
30 will hit.
Respectful.
50 damage.
50.
Mm.
Right.
And I'm just gonna stay there.
Okay. As that arrow impacts, so you watch as he's kind of turning his gaze towards you all again, and he kind of starts pulling back to take a breath. And as his jaws gape wide, Kala's arrow lances in and just catches him like in the back of the throat. And you watch it pass Galatar and Kala and Birdie. You can see it pass out the side of his throat. And he pulls back in another roar. And he kind of hits the ground in a clump for a second, his claws kind of scrabbling for purchase. And as he begins to pull himself back up, he sort of shakes himself a little bit. And let me double check. I think there's an ability that he can use at this point. Son of a bitch. I've also completely forgotten to use his legendary actions this entire fight.
Thank God.
Oh.
Yeah, we'd probably be dead if you had done that. I wouldn't feel too bad.
Yeah.
I do feel a little bad about that,
there's
actually.
that. Yeah.
Damn, bro.
I was thinking,
That's
like,
brutal.
Man, this is going really easy for them.
I didn't even think
Yeah.
about legendary
Let that
actions
be
the
a lesson
whole
to you.
time.
If you pour too great a glass of whiskey,
Hey,
it's
we've
gonna
all
affect your
been there.
performance.
We've all been there, Ryan. We're just doing this for fun, you know?
That's right. It's the holiday
It's
season.
so fun. I'm
Yeah.
still scared.
I'm a cocktail in here. I'm feeling great about how this is going.
So at this point, he sort of shakes himself, and you watch as several chunks of this stony carapace sort of burst away at once. And he lets out another one of these roars and calls down lightning from the brandstorm that just smashes into the area over this wide range, maybe like 100-foot circle. I need each of you to make a dexterity saving throw.
All of us?
Does that include
Yes.
the dragon?
Dragon 2.
Is it gonna yeah, get his ass.
And Kala, I'm at advantage since I'm close to you. Pro
Yeah,
gamer
Just
strat, stay near
you,
Kala.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, no, I know now. Like, Bertie's gonna be by your side, Kala. Oh, fuck off. 19. For a +9 on advantage, you'd think.
I knew there's no way I'm gonna fucking save.
Damn. 22. Okay. Alright, so as these bolts just slam into the ground, you watch as like chips of stone erupt from the floor around these spaces. You each take 43 lightning damage from these strikes.
Ow.
Those of you who have the evasion effect would take half of that, so 21.
Question, if I have evasion and resistance to lightning damage,
Those
because I have
stack.
both.
So you would take 21,
So-
and then with the resistance you would take 10.
10. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Ouch.
And as the scales kind of clatter to the ground, Krokatoric plants each clawed tip of a wing into the ground and like reaches his neck up to its full height, and you watch as the armored crystalline plates now exposed within his chest flare to sudden brilliant life as he regains the use of his breath weapon.
Oh, piss off. That is horrid. That is truly abominable.
And as once again
unfortunate.
you hear this, he exhales, but as the beam leaves his mouth, there is a shout, no longer in your minds, but audible from behind you to the west, as Aurene cries out, "No, I will not allow it!" And as she comes swooping down the length of the cathedral, eventually planting herself above the symbol of Kormir,
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
she flares her wings out, and you see like these are not even really like physical wings. They're almost semi-spectral. These curtains of aurora-like light that extend from her draconic arms. Her wings seem to almost extend longer than they naturally should as she encases the area, and his beam impacts it and scrapes across her instead of all of you.
Aurene,
Aim. Pro gamer.
Dragon Mom.
And in response, you hear, for a moment, as the breath sort of dissipates, Krokatoric rears his head backwards, pulling back into himself, kind of backing against the wall or the remnants thereof. And he says,
The child. I see now. Your champions give you strength even as you strengthen them. No, she is a betrayer of her own kind, allying with these gibbering primates. No, she is the first of her kind.
as this weird, almost like internal battle seems to be taking place within Krokatoric. And that will bring it to Alexa.
Yeah. I feeling a little hurt now. I'm gonna kind of move.
But you ran so damn far from the healers,
Well-
Alexa. I don't feel too particularly bad about that one.
It was fun while it lasted. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I was just trying to be out of the way of that
Christ.
fucking breath weapon.
There's no escape from the breath weapon. Only escape from the healer.
Ah. But as I do move away and try to speak and still just only get bubbles, my eyes get redder and redder as I will subtle cast Scorching Iris at level 5.
Okay.
So that is 6 little fireballs at it.
As you do that, that wild magic around you crackles, and 3 illusory duplicates of yourself appear around you and begin to kind of rotate. And
Hell
share
yeah!
game with Alexa as you cast mirror image on yourself.
I'll take that. Alright, so...
Oops, that's not the right one.
Wait, that's me. He did it on Aurene. There's 3 Aurenes.
Alright, so the 17 and the 15 do not hit. 7, 4, 12, 10, 11.
Oh yeah, because it's
44.
Yeah. 44.
Is that not right? 7, 4, 12, 10, 11? Yeah, 44.
I guess I'm...
Yeah.
Yeah.
44.
One was a 17 to hit them. Is that correct?
7, 4, 10.
Oh, 10, 11. Oh, that's
11.
right, my bad.
Yeah, I was like,
I was
am I
counting
just
at 12.
missing
30,
it?
32.
I was like, if a 17 hits, that's fantastic. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
we're
like,
in business, baby.
That's
Bertie's
my
getting
bad.
his pistol out at that point.
There's too many on the screen and I was scrolling too quickly. So 32 fire damage. As these beams impact and little explosions of flame. Strike true. Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, and that will be it. I don't have a bonus action.
Which is he kind of pulls one wing tight, trying to shield himself, but his attention right now is focused on Aurene. That'll bring it to Brina, hovering in the air above him.
But yeah, baby, you know what time it is. Hitting time. It's time to hit. Yeah, alright. I'm gonna just fucking whap him. Yeah, looking for those chinks in the armor.
28 will hit. 25.
She is continuing to reckless attack. If you try and hit me, you will have advantage. 18? They don't.
19 will not hit.
Word. Okay.
Yeah, the first hit bites deep. The second one you hear clang as the sword is rebuffed off some of these hardened scales.
Okay.
I forgot I did meta.
Ah, the Bloodstone Wand.
Yep, no one's around me.
Yeah, cool.
Awesome. Alright, well, he takes an additional 6 radiant damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, movement. She's staying where she is. Action. Okay.
Alright.
Yeah.
Keytree.
You know it. All right, I will cast I'll use an 8th level heal on Alexa. So you get 90 hit points back.
Thank you very kindly.
And you are within 60 feet, so that does work. I don't think I'm gonna move. So that will be it for Keytree and the Dragon Boy. He's gonna do his thing again.
3 rend attacks. 8 hits.
So I think only the first one hits. That's only 10 points.
Just hits.
21 hits.
Yep. 21 is his AC.
So he gets 23 piercing damage.
Fantastic. Yeah.
And that will
Chipping
be
away at him.
it. Just slowly but surely.
All right, the top of round 5. That brings it to Galatar with Bertie on deck.
All right. First up, I'm gonna fire another radiant mote at him. This one will be a 12 plus 11, 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
That is 9, 6, 15, 25. Ugh, 2 on the last one. 27. Again. Okay, and then I need got 40 feet of movement. I don't really have any other offensive spells below 6th level, and I'm running out of those quick. So I'm gonna save those and go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Where's its hitbox? There it is. All right, 25 over 10 more, so 35. And then can I like skirt to this corner here? Is that beside him? Yeah.
Yeah, you can just fit there.
Is that
Kinda
right?
squeeze
Okay,
in.
cool. I'm gonna take 2 weapon attacks. The first one, I mean, I don't assume this is gonna work, but why not? I'm gonna put a little bit of booming blade energy on it. That'll be a 14 plus 12, 26 to hit.
26 does hit.
Okay. And that is 7 plus 11, 18 points of slashing damage. And I assume thunder won't do anything, but if it did, it was 6 points because I rolled very poorly of thunder damage.
Yeah, you feel that energy sort of wash off of his magically reinforced scales.
I don't have any other magical cantrip damage dealing things, Ryan. I rolled a nat 1 on the second one, so I don't even know what to do anymore, man.
It's hard to fight in such closed quarters. You're very tightly pegged, and he's kind of flailing left and right as he's fighting people off.
All right. And with that, my turn is done. Just me in a corner.
All right. That brings it
Put
to
in the
Bertie.
spotlight. You're muted.
Okay, I said most people are not looking half bad. So can I see Keytree? Maybe on like
I would say probably not, because of the pillars.
Oh goddamn! I'll do it myself. I'm gonna make my way. I'm gonna dip across here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I will hit Keytree with a how down bad is she? No, not bad. We're just gonna hit a regular 6th level heal. 70 hit points to you. And then great bonus action at this point, do I? No, not really. I think that's my turn.
Okay. At the end of your turn, Kralkator, I keep forgetting, he's going to use his legendary actions. I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw. As once again, he looks towards the sky, roars, and calls down a storm of lightning across the entire area.
I'm so great at these saves.
Kala, you save.
Oh no, I went away from Kala. God damn it. Don't help people. Don't do good things. God damn it. Fucking piss. God damn
Alright.
it. Keytree, I do
So
it for you.
Most of you take 42 lightning damage.
I appreciate it.
Galatar, you take half of that because you're resistant.
And half here for the potion of invulnerability.
And then I think half because of evasion effect. So 21 and then 10 again. And Bertie, you would take 21 instead.
And that was lightning damage?
Lightning damage. So
then
Keytree
I will
as well.
I will also take
21.
and the draconic spirit would also take half, but I need to roll concentration. Da-da-da.
Yes,
Okay.
Because you're trying to get half of 21. So as long as you're higher than 10, you're fine.
Just focus to re-roll that saving throw.
Hmm?
Okay. Well, I still
What
re-roll
is
with
it?
advantage. Relentless focus through the bracers. If you fail a saving throw while you're raging, you can re-roll it, but you must use the new roll.
Yeah, you can re-roll it if you choose to use that on this, for sure.
Is that
Natty
still...
1, baby.
Bitch, don't even. I already failed it, so what's the worst that can happen? Can I... Wait. Is it still rolling with advantage?
Why would you roll with advantage?
Dexterity...
Oh, against an attack you can see? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it would be.
Okay, groovy. It's worse. Okay. Cool. Fuck me, I guess. I just wanted to use a feature that I have.
Yeah, no,
just
for
for
sure.
the sheer joy of it.
Legit.
Cool.
Look at that. She's reading her character sheet. She's looking at features.
Pulling out all the stops.
Better late than never.
I will also say at this point, Aureen will use her legendary actions.
Fuck yeah.
I think, yeah. As that breath weapon she absorbed hits her, and she takes that damage. You see her kind of flap her wings to stay aloft. It's a very gentle sensation though, since the wings are kind of spectral themselves. But she pulls them in briefly, and you watch as she kind of focuses that absorbed energy within herself, and as she pulses out the wings again, there's this beam of radiant light that streaks down from her towards Kralkatorrik. And he needs to make a dex save, which I'm sure he will. Oh shit, he doesn't. So he takes some radiant damage. Damn, that's both super low rolls. So yeah, this beam of radiance just like hits him full on the face and kind of curls him backwards. You can hear that the grinding of stone as the statue of Kormir is just sort of pummeled to rubble under his feet. And then that'll bring it to Aureen's turn. And on her turn, let's see. She is going to land, and there's no sound. It's just this very soft, delicate, gentle landing. But she goes down on all four of her clawed feet, looks at Kralkatorrik, and says, "Your time is over here, sire. It is my turn to rule." And she takes a breath of her own and exhales a larger beam of light that generates from her own power. She uses her breath weapon and her radiant breath. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Oh, that's a cool effect, though. I'm gonna put that on there.
Oh hell yeah!
Rock and roll show.
Very like
Oh,
laser
it gets
show in
Brina
the
though.
80s.
Well,
Shit,
it's supposed to be a
Galatan.
beam instead of a cone, but
Oh yeah.
so she focuses it on him.
Brina,
He has to make a save.
we
Brina,
talk-
what?
We can talk to Aureen through our brains, correct?
You
with our
could.
mouths.
With our brains
Different
and
passes.
With our Breenan, our
our
Breenans.
brain's
Our
mouth.
brain mouths.
Brina will do her best to make it abundantly clear to Aureen that if she is in the way, go ahead and hit him.
You feel a chuckle of amusement from her end.
We'll send, baby. Dragon mommy's on the patrol.
What is dead can never die.
And
That will bring it to Kala.
I'm just gonna keep shooting him.
$26 will hit. 52. Jesus. Yeah, 30 will hit.
There's no sneak attack.
Sneak attack. 21.
Mm.
Yeah, two hefty hits. You guys are each just chipping away in your own way with these massive hits against such a large creature who is very resilient. You are making slow but steady progress.
All right.
And as Kralkatorrik's turn approaches, he snarls at Aurene and says,
I must find it. Where have you hidden it, traitor child? No, no. You must not reveal it to me. Ah! If you will not reveal and deliver the lair to me, then I shall extract your sire's power from your broken corpse. And we'll see.
if his breath weapon recharges. I don't know yet.
Better not.
Okay, it does not.
Amen.
So with that, there is a shimmer, like when you have a prism in your window to break light into rainbows, and it turns. There's just this scintillating flash of rainbow color that goes from one side of Krakatorek to the other, and as it passes you, he vanishes and reappears just on the other side of Aurene. There's a crack and a crumble as two of the pillars and some of the wall are just annihilated. But make sure they don't overlap. I think it's good. And he is going to unleash his fury. His claws dig out towards her. 22. Twice. And with each rend, you see these claws dig into her sort of semi-crystalline scales and just tear these deep rents. And for a moment, instead of blood, there's just this sort of flash of like sunlight unveiled through closed curtains that are temporarily opened. And then his massive head descends down and he tries to take hold of her in his jaws.
Ooh. God
That is a
damn.
critical hit.
Hey.
Oh, fuck.
Aurene ain't got a health bar. How's she looking?
That's her first hit. I'm sure she's alright.
At this point, with that critical hit, you notice that she is physically much smaller and not as massive as him. This
Damn.
toothy jaw clamps down on her, and you can see as the jaw connects, it grapples her by the neck, and there's a flash, and she is sort of sizzled with that force of a breath weapon, that force damage. And she is wrested to the ground, and for a moment he just sort of takes her and starts beating her into the ground. She's looking pretty hurt.
Okay.
Oh.
The critical hit was massive. He also is hurt. He's much larger and much more resilient, but you can see like he has clearly taken a great deal of damage. But she is badly hurt.
God damn.
And that will bring it to Alexa.
Sorry, putting snacks away. Alright. I will continue my journey back to the group. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. But still remain precariously over the death pit. And just gonna do the same thing. No, I'm not. I'm a liar. I had changed my mind. No. Now, seeing Aurene get the shit beat out of her, I'm gonna keep Wish in my back pocket, actually. And we'll just go back to the 5 or 6 more hits with Scorching Iris.
Okay. The 227s will hit.
Yeah, 14.
Okay. It's 14
That one was a
fire
little
damage.
crappier, but more expected, to be fair.
Oh son of a bitch. Actually, as those bolts reach him, they are redirected.
Even to their 5th level?
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, come on now. Don't be like that, Ryan.
Well, that
Don't be
sucks.
like that.
Yep. That was my bad. The other scorching irises I don't think should have hit either, but I'll not retcon those.
What?
Okay. No, that's fine.
This was gonna be a lot harder of a fight before I had a drink.
No, I think that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, but I did cast a spell, and
Oh yes, and so you surge. Okay, it has disadvantage on attack rolls.
Well,
oh no, because it didn't.
I
take
didn't
damage.
actually take damage. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's true. As you start sending those out, as they're redirected, they almost come back towards you and then turn into swarms of illusory butterflies and just sort of circle you.
Oh, cool. And normally I see them.
No, everyone can see them.
Oh, okay. I just
butterflies and flower petals flutter in the air within 10 feet of you for the next minute.
Cool. And I got bubbles coming out of my mouth.
Yeah. She's gone crazy in the presence of this dragon. That will bring it to Brina with Keytree on deck.
It's crazy because it was literally just my turn, and now it's my turn again. I'm freaking out.
We're making good progress.
Well, now I'm nervous. Alright. I really don't want to fly over to Aurene and then get her in this 10 feet of radiant damage. Add shit on top of it. That's kind of, that feels sad. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna use my action to, for real this time, awoo, become the wolf. Oh, Alex Canfield said he just lost power. BRB, it came back on. Just a flicker. Okay.
Oh, okay. That sucks.
Awoo, awoo, become the wolf. 50 feet of movement. It still does not put me within, oh Jesus, melee, I believe, of this thought. But I will get, yeah, whatever. I will move here.
Okay.
If I dumped a potion of superior healing on Aurene, would that do anything?
Honestly, Brina would have no idea. as far as Brina's concerned, like, a healing potion's a healing potion. If you run up and grab her head and just like throw a potion in it, it might work. That would be your action, but you could certainly try.
You know what? Yeah.
Okay.
What's the worst that could happen? I am gonna instead move, instead of moving that to that initial position, if possible, I'll move here. Okay. If I'm able to land on her and toss the superior healing potion,
you can administer it to her. Yeah.
Of the coolest.
As Krakator's like holding her to the ground and squeezing his jaw. Yeah. Okay.
Don't worry. Shit. No, that's an action though.
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever. I will not have. Look, I hate this game. I will not have, if that was the case, become the wolf opposite Awoo, but I can still make it there with 35 feet of movement. Yeah, alright, fuck it. We'll just see. Does the dragon
Nice.
take any?
Yeah, you visibly watch as some of those rents kind of stitch themselves up magically.
Nice. Okay, cool.
Yeah, she's still hurt, but it's not nearly as bad as it was.
Word. I
And you
will.
can see like one gigantic amethyst eye kind of turns to you and glares as it's holding her down. It sees you do this, and it's like clearly there is some anger being directed at you.
Sorry. She's going to 35 feet of movement take. It's not gonna make any difference because she will still get 6 points of radiant damage by being within 10 feet of me. So yeah, I am gonna stay there.
Okay.
And apologize for giving her.
As you administer that potion and kind of withdraw your arms, you can see the sort of radiant flame washing over Arvine, and it just sort of washes across the scales, which then flush and kind of light in its path, and it doesn't seem to harm her.
Oh, fuck yeah. Britta's just like, I got you, buddy. And yeah, she'll stay right there.
Right. That brings it to Kitri.
Alright, Kitri is going to use her action to sling another 6th level heal, and this time she'll sling it at Aurene. So Aurene gets 70 hit points back.
Alright. That's also pretty good.
And then I will use my bonus action to get where did they go? I'll give Birdie 5 of my Balm of the Summer Court dice. So that's 5.
Jeez.
5.
5d6.
So Birdie gets 13 hit points. Sadly, 2 of these were ones. And then you get 5 temporary hit points back as well, Birdie.
13 heal and 5 temp. Thank you.
And that will be, well, ooh, I don't know. There's not really a good place to stay. I'm just gonna stay here, you guys. There's not a good place to go or not go at this point. So that means it's gonna be the Draconic Spirit's turn. And he's just gonna do,
How much health does he have left?
He's only at, he doesn't have a ton. He's got like 28 hit points.
Okay.
So probably one more good thing from the breath weapon. He's probably not going to be around much longer.
Oh, from like a legendary action, maybe?
Oh yeah, good point. I'll do that at the top of the round.
Oh, he's gonna fly. I'm assuming his flight speed is 60 feet. Can he get all the way? Yeah, he's gonna go back over to Kralkatorrik. There we go. And just try to do his little rent into his side again.
20 does not hit. 24 does. 29 does.
So that's 11 and 14. 25. Good job,
Ah.
little buddy.
Absolutely. And at the end of his turn, Kralkatorrik will use his abilities to call down another lightning storm.
Oh, bruh.
Needs to make
Bruh.
dexterity saving throws.
Advantage
These are my
for
favorite.
Birdie and Kitri.
Yes, queen.
Shit, it's not even gonna help me if I had it. Another
Rock and
one!
roll.
That's 2 1s in a row now.
Mine's not rolling. What's going on, guys?
So the regular damage is 33 for those who failed. Kala saved.
Alright, can't take it on those.
Aurene saved.
Oh, 27. Get wrecked.
16. So that's 16. Did that do that right? That seems like a weirdly low roll. Oh, no, yeah, no, it just rolled shit. No, okay.
Aurene and the little dragon would both have advantage too.
Aurene has advantage anyway.
Ah.
But thank you.
Ooh. So how much if you succeeded? I'm
If you
sorry, I missed
succeeded,
that.
16. And Galatar, since you're resistant, it would be 8.
And since
Keisha,
I'm
since you're
resistant,
resistant, it would
it's
be 17 or 16.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, if you're resistant to lightning, it's 16.
Hell yeah.
So the Draconic Spirit would take all 33.
He's
Oh,
resistant.
no, that's right, it's resistant, so 16. Nice.
So we've got him
Damn,
probably
Alexa?
one more round. He lives one more 6 more seconds.
Alexa, how are you so down on hit points? You just got healed, didn't you?
I don't have any sort of lightning resistance to this storm bullshit. Rocksmart world.
Damn.
That
Damn,
brings
kid.
it to the top of round 6 with Galatar.
Alright. Too far away to get into melee still. So, seeing what's happening, I think my best bet is I'm gonna do a 7th level disintegrate spell.
Okay.
So if you want to go ahead and make the dexterity saving throw, it's just a dex 19.
He does save.
Of course he does. Well, he still takes, it's calculating, 43 points of damage.
Damn right.
Freaking
Yeah,
asshole.
heavy hit.
Alright, and then he's also gonna take a radiant blast right to his eye that's looking at Brina. That's only a 10 on the die, so 21 to hit.
That will just hit. Yeah, his
Okay.
AC is 21.
Sweet. I will take that. I don't know if I just rolled something. I think. Oh, that was pretty. Okay.
Alright, I have
And
to
that
roll this
is-
weapon, so I
Good.
take damage.
Okay. Better. Oh,
What was that for, Brina?
it dropped down. at the end.
I was absent. Okay, I ran to the bathroom during
So you take
most recent-
33 lightning
Half because
damage.
I am raging.
Yes. So 16.
31 points of radiant damage.
Nice. Krakatorg is not looking happy. There is a roar of pain as like more of these shards flake off. No longer the blackened stony exterior, but some of the crystalline stuff inside him begins to crack. You see like bits of glittering dust kind of fall to the ground.
And how big would you say the statue of Kormir is?
At the moment, it is rubble.
It's just rubble, but like, are there
Yeah.
large pieces of rubble at the base? You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Kind of stuff.
there's
one
like the
could-
base that's kind of carved into the ground, like the sort
Yeah.
of pedestal that she stood on. It's probably like 10 by 10.
Okay. So one could conceivably stand behind it and be somewhat protected. Well, protected.
It would be difficult terrain because of all the rubble around it.
Uh-huh.
If you got like down low, like the pedestal itself is only like 3 feet high. So if you went prone, you'd probably have half cover.
Oh, just half cover. I already got half covered. All right. That's
There's not a lot of stone left.
well, you never know. So I'm gonna run instead to just try and space us out a little bit more because I think we're all on this side of the room basically now. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. 40. So I will move over there and then that will end my turn.
Okay. That'll bring it to Birdie.
Okay. Arene's looking better. Yeah, she got some heals.
She got a lot of heals. Yeah, she's
She
looking
got a lot of
pretty
heals.
good.
A lot of heals. Good, good,
Still,
good, good
still
for her.
wounded, but looking good.
Good for her. Okay. Ooh, Alexa is looking real low. I don't like. I think she's got enough for like one more
I
round.
mean,
How
like,
far
if
is?
it's a low hit, I can take it.
Oh God, Jimmy.
You just let me.
Why?
Hey, I have Death Ward up.
Of all the places to be on the map, though, right? Like, there's some that
I
aren't
have
above
Death
the
Ward
deathly
up.
chasm,
200
right?
feet above the ground, right?
Jesus
I'm 205.
Christ.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
Guys, I've had like
I'll be
Olivia just keeps
fine.
handing me cocktails, and I can't deal with that. Okay. I am gonna.
Alex, Birdie isn't looking like, it's not like he looks terrible, but he's not looking great himself. So if you need to
But he's got
prioritize self-care here, hun.
he's got resistance and Cape of the Dandy still, so I'm not so worried about Birdie yet.
I've got my crazy magic. You know I'm fine.
All right. Well, then let's fucking go for it. Let's kill a dragon, goddammit. And I'm gonna use destructive wave at 5th level.
Okay.
So he's gonna make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. He passes.
You know, it's that kind of thing, Brian, because I know you didn't roll any dice. Okay, so he's going to take 19 thunder damage and 19 radiant damage.
Halved because he passed, right?
Correct.
So 9.
9 and 9.
Correct. 9 and 9. Not as good as I thought it would be.
Radiant.
Because he didn't.
It does impact him.
Okay. And then I tell you what I'll do is I will how far away is Galatar here? And
so you see as that spell takes hold, the exposed bits of amethyst crystalline form inside him flare with light, and while the spell does impact, he does pass the saving throw.
Okay, that's fine. And then I'm going to move a little bit, and I'm going to take my bonus action to do a Mantle of Inspiration, and I'm going to give it to show that he has grown. I'm going to give it to everybody but myself.
Oh my god.
What a character arc.
Truly.
14 temporary hit points to everybody, and you can immediately use your reaction to move up to your speed if you so choose.
Which I will avail myself of to get out
Honestly,
of the chasm.
The character arc in this session alone.
Yeah.
From when you were trying to get that supreme healing potion for yourself to now. What an arc.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay. In response to receiving all of this healing, you see that the light within Aurene that seems to illuminate her flares brightly for a moment. She kind of twists her draconic neck around and stares at Kralkatorrik as a beam of radiant energy erupts towards him. He passes his save, but he does take some radiant damage. 16.
I want to know what this feature is that he always passes his saves.
And as the beam dissipates,
fucking dragon, bro.
She twists her neck back around and then shakes, and similar to Kralkatorrik, you see this shimmer of light, like a turning prism in the sunlight, flash across her form as she vanishes. Removing the restrained condition on herself, she is no longer grappled, and she appears in the air above Kralkatorrik, dives downward and starts to rend him with her claws.
Fuck yeah. Cool shit.
Alright, Ori.
I love my dragon mom. My mom who is a dragon.
Big mummy, scaly dragon mummy.
Probably a couple nat 20s.
Takes 11 slashing damage. The second one misses as he sort of shakes to avoid her, and her grip is kind of thrown. But then she brings her own that way. She brings her own bite down and attempts to grab him by the neck. And that will hit, so he is going to take 27 damage. Unfortunately, she is not able to grapple him, but she does manage to bite down, and you watch as her teeth kind of sink into this hardened, earth-colored, stone-like flesh, and it crackles beneath her teeth, burning with radiant energy as a sort of inner glow within her mouth. She tears a chunk out of him, hurls it over the wall into the canyon below with a roar of triumph. That is going to be her turn, which brings it to Kala.
Just shooting him again.
18 will not hit.
Ugh.
30 will. 48. Phew. Yeah, heavy hit. As Aurene tears that chunk out and he rears up and roars his own frustration, take that moment of distraction and put another arrow right through his neck under the plates that you can see as they kind of bend out of the way, revealing that amethyst flesh beneath. Kralkatorrik, now absolutely furious. Shimmers with light again and vanishes out from beneath Aurene, once again taking up a perch over the statue of Kormir. And with a few beats of his wings, he rises into the air. And you all hear once again his voice, conflicting in its arguments.
Enough. End my torment, child of my child. Take the pain from me. And as he rises into the air, he growls in frustration. No. Submit, willful creature. I must feed. And he curls his claws inward towards each of you.
Text of this. I need each of you to make a strength saving throw as a invisible force seizes you and tries to lift you into the air.
Can I assume that
This
it's
is
not
magic?
possible for me to make it?
DC is 26.
Yeah,
This is not a spell. It's not a magical effect.
Not a magical
technically.
effect? Okay.
Not
Well,
technically.
Then no advantage.
DC is 7 higher than what I roll with a nat 20.
Yeah, I won't be rolling that.
Holy
It's been a
shit, man. Why?
Alexa, why did you roll with the minus
There's one person
Like,
on the team that can make it.
I don't want to
I
brag.
thought I wanted to
guys,
roll with my
but
advantage for my lodestone at least once.
I'm Andy.
Oh
It's
my
DC
god.
it's
I knew I had no
26.
fucking chance of making
The DC's 92. Good fucking luck.
20. I mean,
I don't
yeah,
know what
like
you guys are complaining about, but it seems fine.
You roll a nat 20 and take 200 force damage.
oh, I'm so dead.
No
So
problem.
she
That's what happened.
needs to.
This is the one thing that if Brina hadn't succeeded on, I would have been mad for her.
That would have been wild.
Your wild job.
Let's see. Did the dragon spirit make one?
It did. It got a 7.
Damn it.
Well,
We
at least I
both did
wasn't the
real bad.
lowest. Yes.
I had a 2.
Brina
I got a
Brina
2.
succeeds
She does.
because it's a DC 26.
Additional.
The rest of you are restrained
Oh.
as
Oh,
you are
fuck.
pulled into the air as its wings are beating, its clawed hands sort of make a gesture of raising you up. You're raised about 20 feet in the air, and let me see, you are, well, not 20 feet in the air. Let's see, let me do some measurements real quick.
This is some shenanigans.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to be restrained. I don't
so-
like restrained. That one's not super.
Yeah, this isn't frickin' Brino with the abass.
You are all hauled, except Brina, you're all hauled into the air, and he goes,
Anticipation.
and he pulls you all together in a ball.
Oh no.
He moves each
Oh.
of you
That's just a low blow.
closer together.
Human centipede.
We're not actually
human
friends.
centipede.
Aurene succeeds on her saving throw.
Oh, weirdly Brino's still in the vicinity.
Is any
nice.
damage taken from ramming into each other?
Not
I
from
shouldn't
ramming,
ask,
as
but-
you are flung towards each other, you stop together in this ball, and then you feel those telekinetic restraints clamp down, and you each take 45 force damage.
Oh, ouch.
No.
45 divided by 2 for me is 22.
The potion. Yep,
Yeah.
22.
Did Aureen also get
Aureen saved on
captured?
her save.
Okay.
She used one of her legendary saves.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck me,
good
guys.
for her.
Draconic Spirit is gone.
God damn.
Admire
You guys
his-
watch as this illusory version of Aureen sort of crumples and explodes in a burst of light like shattering glass.
Junior!
Irene Jr., come back here this instant. Fuck, guys, I don't like this.
We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be alright. You keep your chin up, kid.
Well, I just don't like it because I still am fucking so far away from him. Every time
And that
Ryan
will bring
moves,
it
it's
to-
55 feet away.
Just remember as
He
well.
can teleport 60 feet away. So that'll bring it to Alexa's turn with Brina on deck.
Yeah, okay, I guess we'll go for broke a little here. Oh, so we're restrained still, we're correct?
Yes.
We're all
Okay.
restrained.
You can repeat
Wow.
the saving throw at the end of your turns if it matters.
Fuck me, bro.
And
Holy
this
cow, Shaggy,
wasn't
you're
a
still up.
magical effect.
It is not technically magical. D&D is a little weird about that. Technically, Dragon's Breath isn't magical.
Hmm.
Because it doesn't say you breathe magical flames. And it's not a spell. It's not a telekinesis spell. It's an ability. Technically, it's psionics, so it's not really magic.
Okay.
I mean, but it is magic. I mean,
I mean, effectively, but
Okay, okay.
by what the D&D rules term a magical effect, it is not.
okay.
Well, it's like how my lodestone, I didn't cast the spell, but I'm still flying. Anyways, I do struggle against this restrain as much as I can, and I just kind of point my finger at the dragon, and I spit bubbles at him, and he needs to make a Constitution saving throw as I
If you-
as I wish finger of death upon him.
Oh,
So
fuck.
That has a verbal component, right?
If I
Wish.
subtle cast it.
Subtle cast it.
I built this
If
character
you
for
surge and
moments
have
where-
some fireball around us, you.
Oh.
I swear to God, Jimmy.
That is an afterthought of
It's an iconic win, though.
player
Let's do it.
and character. So.
What could go wrong?
Oh no!
What did go wrong?
Did he fireball
It's
us?
better! It's better!
Oh
better.
no!
What
What's
did you just
better than
he-
fireball?
He passes the save.
Oh god.
So, Finger of Death?
So yeah,
So what
this-
happens when he passes the save on Finger of Death?
I think it's just half damage.
Okay.
Yeah. Half on this on a successful one.
So you gotta roll your damage.
Yeah,
Why
hang
is
on. I
Ryan
gotta
laughing the
figure
worst
out.
thing.
Yeah, that. Yeah.
Especially when he's already had a drink.
Ryan, don't you dare.
Oh, that is some shit. Well, that's not too bad.
I mean, it's
take
not bad.
I take that back. Yeah, I just saw the red and I was immediately.
Lay it on us. Lay it on us.
I'm scared.
Is that 27? I'm trying to do math, guys.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's 27
27.
points of damage.
Okay.
And we all take 63.
Well, hang on. I got
Yeah,
roll
it's,
for my staff. Well, hold the
fucking-
wild magic.
Ice storm, firestorm rains down on us or something.
Hey, he catches
Ooh.
fire.
That probably does
Okay.
double damage.
That gives him a tickle damage of 2d10 next turn.
He receives-
Whoa.
So,
But here comes the bad.
Is that
news.
KO him?
oh, sorry, it's not got a token, so you're a bunch of moving white faces now. You're polymorphed into a sheep.
Oh no.
Me or everybody? Okay, just me. Okay,
Alexa
I can
turns
take
into
Oh
a
my
sheep.
god. And there are 3 sheep surrounding her, right?
3 illusory sheep.
Yes. Okay.
So he
Fuck
takes
me,
fire
man.
at the start of its next turn. It'll take 2d10. It'll take 3 fire damage. Okay.
I thought you were gonna say we all turned
So
into
if I
sheep.
try to heal
I
Alexa right now, I just
always
heal the
wanted this
sheep.
to happen because
Yes.
like polymorphing into a sheep is this
It's
iconic thing.
classic.
And so like here at the final battle, you subtle cast Finger of Death, and you watch this black beam just dripping with arcane power slam into this creature, and it tears a black rent that just leaves a trail of darkness behind it across his throat. And then following in the wake of that, that wound just ignites in black flame. And you all kind of turn to look back at Alexa, and as pink bubbles leave her lips, you hear, "Bah!" She turns into a sheep, floating in the air with 3 illusory sheep moving around her.
God damn it.
I love this
Put your
fucking
finger
game.
and it turns into a hoof. Like,
The
Oh
final
my
battle.
Like the worst game of Pull My Finger. Oh man, that's good stuff.
I guess that really does end my turn, because now I'm a sheep.
All right, that will bring it to Brina.
man, that was some bad luck.
Oh.
Anyways. This sucks, guys. You guys can't do anything, and he's so far away from me, and I'm so bad at this fucking game. Okay. I will, after all this time, despite all the odds, awoo, and I mean it for serious this time, become the wolf.
I thought you did that last time.
Nope. I did, and then I said, Ryan, can I actually not do that? I have enough movement, and I wanted to use my action to...
Oh, to get to Aurene. Right. Yep.
Okay, so, and this is going to be disappointing for everyone involved. I will move. Within 5 feet of him. Yeah, and, that was my action. That was my movement. I don't have any bonus actions, but he will take 6 points of radiant damage at the end of my turn.
6 points of radiant damage. I don't actually have a token for a sheep. That's weird. Anyway.
It's 2 damage.
Points of radiant damage.
Excellent.
Okay.
Cool.
You watch his...
How do I want to do this?
His right wing sort of flinches a little bit. He picks his claw up and sort of growls at you. He's not like radiant damage, which makes sense because Aurene is a dragon of radiance.
He's so fucking cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, and she just wants to be at the ready for if he tries to move. That is all I can fucking do.
Absolutely.
Goodbye. I am displeased.
That'll bring it to Kitri.
Sorry. How is Aurene looking?
She looks okay. She hasn't taken damage since you guys healed her.
Okay. Well. Alright. And if I heal Alexa, it's the sheep that's being healed and not... Okay. Alright, I'm gonna use a mass cure wounds at 5th level, and I will target everyone, including Aurene, sans Alexa, sans the sheep. Such that everyone will get 15... Wow, I'm really rolling crap on healing today. Everyone gets 15 hit points back. While we're all here in the middle. We're in the air.
Yeah.
And we're all still
Just
restrained,
like
aren't we?
10 feet in the air. Yeah, you're all restrained in the air except for
No
Brina
movement.
and Aurene.
Yeah. Oh, would this get me out? If I can use my hidden paths, would that break, like if I can teleport? Like, can I teleport
think
out
yes.
of this?
Generally speaking, yeah, if you teleport, you break grapple, even if it's magically telekinetic.
Okay, well then I would like to use my bonus action to teleport back over here again. I'm gonna get out of the way.
Alright. Yeah, you successfully managed to break that grapple.
And that will be my turn.
Alright. At the end of your turn, Kralkatork is going to use all 3 of his legendary actions
Oof.
to call
Bruh,
down
stop
another
it.
lightning storm. I need everybody to
Bruh.
make dexterity saving throws.
It's,
If you're
it's not funny.
restrained, they're at disadvantage.
But with Kala nearby, it's a
Be
straight
a
roll.
straight roll.
It's not funny, I got school, Ryan.
Not funny. I've got
I've
skill.
got school. Oh, 27. Bless up.
I do have a
Bless.
question. Is this taking damage from a creature? Or is it from an effect?
From an effect, not a creature. It's lightning coming out of the sky.
I rolled with the sheep's dexterity.
Why do you ask, Brina?
It's not a feature, and it doesn't matter.
Okay.
So,
So Kala passes, Birdie passes, Aureen passes. 45 is the total of damage. If you pass the save or are resistant, it would be 22. And if you pass the save and have resistance, it would be 11.
I'd like to say that, expecting this, you watch the sheep get fried, of course, but Alexa just takes a knee and struggles through it and burns the death ward. 'Cause that dropped me to
Oof.
nothing, but that death ward brings me back to 1 instantly.
Yeah. So you guys watch as that lightning strike hits the sheep. There's the smell of singed sheep fur, and Alexa's form once again appears before you, and you watch it like arch in pain and go limp. It's restrained in that telekinetic grasp. Then there's a shimmer of iridescent energy. She takes a deep breath, and you hear Aureen's voice. Have no fear, champion. I have you. And that will bring it to Galatar's turn.
Alright, how rough is Kralkatork looking?
Looking pretty hurt. Like there are big chunks of him kind of flayed open, and
Yeah.
dripping little crystalline sands is just coming off him in runnels and piling on the floor.
Alright, well, I guess
Breathing
we'll just
ragged.
go all out till we can't. So let's fire up an 8th level disintegrate. I don't know if you even roll dice at this point for his saving throws. But it's a DC 19.
Dexterity.
Yep.
He rolled a 1 and a 6.
Oh! Wait,
So
does he make every roll with advantage on his saving throws?
He
Son
is
of
the
a
dragon
bitch.
of foresight and prophecy.
Son of a bitch. Alright.
He will use his legendary
So
resistance, though.
The first time we've gotten to one.
Let me
God
have
damn,
this.
it only used an 8th level spell to have to use
Would
the
you
fucking
do this to
resistance.
me?
God damn.
That was some whiplash.
Galatar works hard.
98 points of damage, but he only takes 49.
Oh,
49.
that's a good hit, though.
You piece of... Oh, could have taken 100 points of damage.
Galatar works hard, but Kralkatork works harder.
Here
That's
at
that
the
big
heart
dragon energy.
of the Crystal Desert,
Oh.
with a staggering roar, Kralkatork rears up and is struck by this overpowered beam of disintegration and begins to tumble backward towards the canyon. Galatar Goodkin, how do you want to do this?
Hey!
yeah, dude. Fuck yeah.
I think Galatar would just kind of say, because I think he's most upset about the fact that he's doing all this in Kormir's temple. So I feel like as he blasts him, he's just like, get out of her temple, and hits him with the beam as he bursts away into nothingness.
As he begins to trail backwards, that beam, you see it impacting him and pushing him backwards, and there is just a flicker of iridescent rainbow energy that sparkles and crackles along the beam, and you watch as the cracks in his flesh fill and flash, and then suddenly he just shatters and becomes dust, which silently falls like ash from a volcano into the canyon beyond. And everything goes silent, but for the wind whispering in the canyon below. You all drop to the floor, and
Alexa
Aureen
dies.
gently lights next to you.
Alexa does die.
It's more than 10 feet.
That's funny. The troll skull 5.
She was felled in the
I
last
mean, and
battle.
Azura died last time. Azura
Yeah.
should die this time.
We're just like, Aureen, would you mind being part of the Trollskull 6 so we don't have to change the name?
Aureen alights gently on the ground, her wings sort of
God.
just barely stirring the dust around her. As she takes a few steps over to your group, she bends down and kind of nuzzles her nose against Alexa's form and whispers, because I can turn the voice on. Rise, my champion. And you are awakened with full hit points as she casts Power Word Heal.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Well, damn.
Ooh.
Oh,
Damn.
thank you very much. That was quite the
Shudders and
roller
kind of
coaster.
collapses down to her arms in a sitting dragon position, breathing deeply, nodding.
Or I guess blub 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 blub. I don't know if the
You've still
bubble
got like
stopped.
probably no, it goes on for a minute, so you've probably got I
A
don't know,
good
a couple
40
rounds
seconds.
left.
Yeah.
That was well done, my champion. I am so very proud of all of you. The last of the elder dragons has been defeated. And now I must take my place as the prism through which the magics of this world are filtered. I think I shall rest and remain here for the time being, but soon enough I will depart and return to Taria. But only briefly. If I finish my business there, I shall be out and about around the world and the lands of Tyria, doing as my progenitors were originally intended to do. You have done a tremendous thing this day. You should all be incredibly proud. If you ever have need of Aureen, please call out, and I shall hear you. Try to find some appropriate music. There it is. It's already on the thing.
Nice.
Mm.
Majestic.
As the dust settles, you find yourselves wounded, tired, in the ruins of this holy place. But your great work is accomplished. Your ultimate goals achieved for the present. That, my friends, is the last boss battle of the campaign. The Trollskull Six have saved Tyria from the threat of the Elder Dragons. the way is open for you now to return to Amnoon, to return to Lion's Arch. You can continue your explorations of the desert. You can follow your own dreams and aims, or you can continue to work as a team. I don't know if any of you have given thought to this, but if you'd like to, we could either do this now, or we can get together for an official sort of end of campaign wrap-up session sometime soon. But I would like to have at least an idea of 1 year from now. What's a day in the life of your character? What have you done? What are you doing? Just kind of describe a couple of scenes. But I'll leave that choice up to you. Do you guys want to do that this evening, or would you rather do it again some other night?
I'd almost say another night just so we can play again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I'd rather do
know.
another night. Yeah.
Yeah, another night.
I don't want it to be over yet.
Yeah, we'll wrap up a couple little things if you have some questions tonight about the immediate stuff, and I have a note for Alex, for Birdie, and then next time we get together, we'll have a campaign wrap up. We'll talk about Trollskull Six future, and you guys can talk about what you do a year from now, what life looks like after the death of the last Elder Dragon.
Oh my gosh.
3.5 years this campaign has run since 2020.
That's crazy. Don't say
That's
it like
insane.
I don't want to know. Stop.
that. Yeah,
Wow.
like I wasn't ready.
Too fast.
No!
Start over.
There's supposed to be more.
I will say, when you return to Amnoon, ultimately, after a good rest, you're able to deliver the painting to Zardoz Kanak, who uses much of the evidence that he has collected personally. While you're off doing this, he infiltrates the casino, finds some incriminating evidence in Zalimber's office. Turns that over. Yeah,
How
turns
are
it
we
over to
going there?
Captain Rahim and the city councilors. And in the session where Zalimber is apprehended and brought before the city council, Zardoz Zord makes an appearance. His purple hat and garish clothing, standing next to the painting as he sort of leans on it a little bit, just to demonstrate that there is nothing that Zalimber can possess which he cannot take away. And he makes sure that Birdie is there for that, so he is able to see Big Jim come to rack and ruin. I like to think that after a bit of rest, perhaps some tourism, of course, if you guys decide there's another story piece that you wanted to do, if you do want to go look at Augury Rock just for the shits and giggles of it, totally cool. But ultimately, when you return to Lion's Arch, Kolinar Townsend has advanced his studies, is now a very more reputable wizard, has gained a little bit of strength, kind of pushing his limits now that he's seen the rapid rise to power of Galatar and the genius mind of Alexa. His research continues apace, and he would volunteer to help any of you who wished to explore the mists as an extraplanar exploratory force in liaison with the Priory. He knows that a couple of you are interested in that, so he would volunteer to assist in what ways he could. In my head, because I have to make Paige blush at least once more, I just have a scene in my head, Brina kind of standing on the balcony of the abbess's chambers, looking out over the ocean, and she hears the abbess clear her throat. She turns around to look inside, and the abbess is standing there with a glass of wine and the belt of giant strength on, and nothing else. And I just see Brina go, and her face relax.
That's a wrestle match.
Yeah, and so ultimately you guys head back. You're all alive. You've survived. You have retaken Claw Island. You have defeated Zaitan. In Or, the ruins of ancient Or, you've defeated Mordramoth in the heart of the Muguma jungle. You have defeated Jormag as he assaulted Holbrak. You have defeated Primordus, held in the caldera of Hrangmar at the heart of the Flame Legion. And you have defeated Kralkatorrik in the sands of the Crystal Desert. To say nothing of taking down the Nightmare Court, dismantling the White Mantle, putting an end to Minister Caudicus's foul designs, ending the unsavory research of the Inquest, ousting some bandits from the countryside around Ebonhawk, and I will say, one moment while I check a note.
Boosting the local economy of apple milk. We never talk enough about that.
For real, in a big way. I will say, Brina, a few months from now, you are called back to Holbrak. You are brought before the throne of Newt Whitebear, and Eir Stagolkin and her great black direwolf Garm stand waiting for you. Curled up in front of the massive 20-foot-long fireplace, like a cat warming itself, is a slightly larger than you recall, slightly more pointy, extra spines grown Aureen. And sitting in a meditative posture before her is Halvar. She explains to him that while she cannot remove Jormag's corruption, because it is now a part of him, she can repurpose it. If he were to make part of the change within himself and pledge his service to a new Elder Dragon. And so before you and your parents and the leadership of Holbrak, he commits himself to righting the wrongs that he's done by serving the Elder Dragon of Radiance and Magic. And she leans forward and kisses his forehead, and all of his jagged ice deformations are transformed into diamond-like crystalline forms, this beautiful kind of iridescent mother of pearl, multicolored texture instead of the cold, unforgiving ice of Jormag. For those who wanted to know, so Kralkatorrik, there's a neat feature of I don't remember if it's a lesser Rakshasa or some kind of crystalline golem or something, but it's limited magic immunity. So spells of 5th level or lower, he just automatically succeeds on the saves. So they still affect him, but he succeeds on the saves. Attack rolls from spells of 5th level or lower just automatically miss him. So you gotta bring the oomph, gotta bring the power. You guys did. That was a hell of a fight.
We did. It was crazy.
I worried about the telekinetic grip because at
the
the end of his turns he just deals like 45 damage to you, and that's it. I knew once he started that it was gonna be rough, but you guys, there was enough else going on that he didn't do his transformation till late in the fight, so he was already pretty low down.
So would because my plan once had our turn come around, I was gonna freedom of movement. Would that have gotten out of, because it's like magical effects can't restrain you. It says magical restraints can't restrain you. Spells and other magical effects can neither reduce the target speed nor cause the target to be paralyzed or restrained. And so
Yeah.
you were like, "Oh, it's not a magical effect." I was like,
Also, that is an interesting thing. So it's psionics. There are no components, and it's not casting telekinesis. It's just an ability that he seizes you in his telekinetic grip. It is supernatural. But I
Yeah.
would argue that it's not magic, and that's why
Ooh.
Kala's feature didn't work, because it's not a spell, and it doesn't say you
Yeah.
magically grab them.
That would have been brutal.
And like, is it magical? Clearly. So is breathing lightning out of your mouth, but
Right.
It's
that
like
doesn't
magic
technically follow the rules for D&D.
Damn.
Damn you, mechanics.
Wow.
I have other bits of story I would inject for you guys, but I think it's best that I leave that for you all to tell me what your characters do and what life looks like a year from now.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for this. This was a lot of fun. I wondered how long it was going to take before Krakatorek showed himself.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
That particular type of dragon has a bonus action that they can transform into a small or medium-sized creature. They just retain their statistics. Aurene has it too.
Wow.
So was he actually hurt at the beginning? Or was he just pretending? Or was that still some sort of like...
No, he was shapeshifted. He was disguising
and
himself.
just pretending to be hurt, so then I just healed Kralkatork for 24 hit points and didn't...
That's funny.
Yeah.
Again, it's like salt in a dish, you know? You can always add more later on if you...
Well,
you know.
also, at that point, it didn't help him. I effectively did nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was very careful not to say, we held out for an hour. They held out for an hour. The priests, as the rain that assaulted them.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Sorry that the temple's gone, Galatar.
Oops. We had to steal
There's
the
a foundation
We
still
can
there.
rebuild it. I can
Oh.
wish it built. That'd be fine. I still got my 9th level spell left for the day. You know, why not?
Yeah, my next spell was gonna be mass heal.
Yeah.
Getting everybody back up to full, basically.
Yeah, I was saving my wish because it said that you could use it. One of the uses was to heal everybody fully. So I was like, if everything got really, really bad and I needed to just bring everybody back up. Like if you would,
that still runs the
Each we were
risk of
down.
never using it again, but it's a good use of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because one of the other uses was like, you could just have rewind one roll from the previous turn.
Yeah,
And I was like,
then
I guess I could
potentially
get.
never cast it again.
Yeah, I was like, I guess I could get Brina to keep him stationary, maybe.
I did
Give her
it again.
advantage.
Yeah.
Wild.
I will do some pondering because I do
This
think a
was fun.
campaign wrap up will be very nice.
Yeah.
So, and also something we could like pepper our questions at you of like
that is exactly
campaign.
where I was going to go next. So
Get the binder
we'll
together.
schedule a time, and I want you guys to come with your questions about Tyria because I will answer whatever you want me to.
Sounds great.
Wow.
When are you guys? Oh, I'll tell you what. We'll go ahead and end the recording here.